2.
Showtime in the stadium, lights so bright we can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's step and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Good morning to all of you here in the United States, and good morning to everyone on the other side of the pond. Whether you are in Ireland or in England or anywhere in Europe, we are up and early for you guys. Shout out to y'all. We are live here today. I am your host. Today, I will not be your host for this game. Santino de Blasis is going to be your guy.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Santino, and I am so excited to be here. We got another Vikings stellar game, this one in Ireland. I hope y'all are ready.
We're fired up. I am fired up. Santino is getting his chops in at the play-by-play commentary, guys, so we're going to give him a few snaps. Right now, he's going to go ahead and take y'all through the pregame. He is going to be your main play caller for today, and just like last time, I'll pop in and out just to make sure that you guys are all taken care of. I will be in the chat the entire time. I'll also be helping run the scoreboard. For the most part, guys, y'all are in good hands. I'm going to go ahead and pass over the microphone. And before I do that, just a quick shout-out to Robert Zamora, Elvis Black, TM Martin, who's in the house. We got Earth Citizen saying what's up. Oh, really is with us. Gray59, Danny Williams, and everyone else who's out there today. Thank you guys so much for your time and being up early with us. All right, Santino, the show is yours, my friend.
Good morning, everyone. We got a heck of a game today. We got the Steelers and the Vikings with the first ever regular season NFL game to be played on Irish soil. Ever. This is the second of 7 international games this season, and we got 2 phenomenal teams going up against each other. Vikings, no stranger to international games, y'all. They have currently the best overseas record in the whole entire NFL, 4-0. 4-0, undefeated during regular season games in the NFL. So they're going to be the team to beat, which I like to hear. Steelers are up against a blitz-heavy defense, so they got to keep control and make sure Rodgers doesn't panic. We'll see what happens. He is a veteran QB, so we'll see how it goes. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, unlike Minnesota, does not have a perfect record overseas, guys. They are currently 3-4, so they're going to be trying to tie up this record and move on to better times overseas. This is one of 2 back-to-back week overseas games for the Vikings, so we're going to be seeing them next week as well against the Cleveland Browns. But let's get right into it, y'all. Let's get right into it. We're going to go ahead and get our home team infographics up. I guess there is no home team technically today since we're on Irish soil, but the Minnesota Vikings, the Steelers are technically labeled as the home team today. So we're going to get right into the stats, guys. Steelers, they're doing pretty decent this year. 12th in the league for points per game. They're getting 24 points, giving up 25.7. So they're going to see what they can do. They need to even that differential a little bit. Otherwise, they're going to be looking at another loss overseas, and nobody wants to see the Steelers go 3-5. And I get it. And Mario says he do. But I mean, I wouldn't mind either. You guys do know I am a Vikings fan. But it's all right. It's all right, guys. Last time the Vikings met the Steelers actually was last – oh, wait. Was it last year? No, it was back – and I believe 2013 was the last time.
Say that again?
No, the last time they met overseas actually was in 2013. My apologies, guys. The Steelers in Minnesota faced at Wembley back in London in 2013, and the Minnesota Vikings did win 34-27 that game. Overall, the series is tight. Vikings currently hold the record against the Steelers about 10-9. So Steelers once again trying to even up that score. Vikings looking to make that record a little bit better. What up, Allie? Mario is not here for the morning game because he does not like mornings. I, on the other hand, am okay. I do enjoy mornings, so I'm going to be calling this game, and then Mario's going to be here 3 games in a row for the remainder of the day. So don't you worry, plenty of Mario for today. I guarantee it. But this morning, for the Vikings, you're going to have to deal with a little less hair. All right, guys. Let's continue on with these stats. Steelers, once again, yards per game. They're averaging 247, which is currently 30th in the NFL. Yikes. 30th in the NFL. Third worst. And in giving up yards, 386. Giving up 386 yards per game, y'all. That's no good. Oh, this side. That's no good. 28th. What's that, 4th? They're 4th in the league? Yikes. Moving on to yards per play. We got 4.6 yards per play for the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is currently 26th in the league. And they just need to get their offense together, y'all. I mean, Pittsburgh Steelers, they're dealing with an entire new offense. They got a new QB with Aaron Rodgers, 41-year-old veteran. There's going to be we need to see a lot of energy from Aaron Rodgers. He is in Ireland. So, I mean, the time is there. The stage is set. DK Metcalf, first year with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's still integrating into the offense, along with Jonnu Smith, new tight end from Miami Dolphins. And they're hoping to put together a string of plays that'll get them down the field and look good this year. Pittsburgh Steelers currently giving up 5.9 yards per play, which is not good. Once again, if you get 5.9 yards per play, you're looking at a first down every single possession. And you can't do that. It's guaranteed loss if you give up 5.9 yards per play. Nothing you can do about that. Third down. This left and right thing got me. 38.2% on the offense for third down conversions. 20th in the league, middle of the pack. So they're doing decent. They're doing okay. Could be better. We want to get those stats a little bit up. No problem, Gray 59. We're here for you, man. And then third down efficiency on the defensive side of things, 46.3%. So once again, about 50% of the time, third downs, they can't cover the field. They're giving up that first down, man. They got to protect the chains. They got to protect their side of the field. And if they don't, they're in for another hurting from the Minnesota Vikings overseas. All right, guys. However, red zone efficiency for the Steelers, they are at 87.5%, second in the league. If they get in the red zone, they get in the end zone. Wow. So as long as they keep them out of the red zone, which, according to these third down percentages, they're going to hold them. We'll see what they do, though. Aaron Rodgers is playing a lot of short game this year. He's getting used to the offense. He's doing check down passes, and the majority of their yardage is actually yards after the catch. I think they're second in the league right now, first or second in the league right now with yards after catch. However, big stat right here, the Vikings currently the top team against yards after the catch. They are defending that. They drop the players as soon as they catch that ball. They don't want to see yards after the catch, open field. They're taking it down. DK Metcalf hit that pass. He's supposed to get brought down. That's the Flores defense, guys. Blitzes and no yards after catch. That's what the Vikings want to do today. All right. So let's see what we got here. We got the home stats.
Let's break down the offense.
Let's break down our offense, guys. All right. As you know, Aaron Rodgers, veteran QB, 41 years old, first year with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He says he's happy to be there. It's a great franchise. You all know this. And he's looking to maybe set a new standard, finish off the rest of his career at Steelers. We'll see. Jaylen Warren, all-star to this year for the Steelers. He's currently leading the team in receiving yards. Oh, Jaylen Warren's out. Holy cow. Kenneth Gainwell is actually going to be playing today, guys. My apologies. Jaylen Warren is out. My mistake. I did not update my depth chart this morning. I did this 2 days ago, and that's my apologies. Kenneth Gainwell is going to be leading the offense, so they're currently missing their top receiver. It's not DK Metcalf. It's not Jonnu Smith. Their current receiver's out, and it was the running back.
I'm glad I saw that because I have Jalen Warren starting.
We didn't even know that. Mario has him starting in his fantasy league. We're slacking, guys. We're paying too much attention to the stats. We're not paying attention to the outs. All right, moving on to the receivers, though. We got DK Metcalf. First year with the Steelers. He's looking to have a breakout game today. He hasn't had that yet. He's integrating the offense, like I said. And he's hoping to do something big. Do something big. Good big player out of Ole Miss back in the day. Second wide receiver in the outside slot right over here. We got Calvin Austin III. And then in our third slot, we have Roman Wilson. For the offensive line, we are looking at Broderick Jones right here. Then we have Isaac Sumalo. I got Zach Frazier at center. I have Mason McCormick at right guard, and your right tackle for today is Troy Fautanu. We'll see how this Pittsburgh offense holds up against the blitz-heavy Vikings. Last time Rodgers had to face this defense was with the Jets last year, guys, and he threw 3 interceptions. One was even returned for a touchdown, and that's not good, man. Rodgers has to handle these blitz better, or else he's gonna get wrecked again. DK Metcalf with Jalen Warren out is now their top receiver. He currently has 135 yards on the year, which is 58th in the NFL. 2 touchdowns, averaging about 13.5 yards with 10 receptions. So we're gonna see.
And what the Steelers are losing with giving up with not having Jalen Warren, his productivity is huge. But Kenneth Gainwell has been good.
Kenneth Gainwell can hold the back line. We'll just see if he could do it as well. I don't know if he's going to be able to get all those check down passes that Jalen Warren was getting and out in open space, but we're going to see.
He was never like a stud running back with Philadelphia, but there's an opportunity here for him. And I think this offensive line is good enough to open up some lanes for Kenneth Gainwell. And maybe he can pick up some good yardage on those, but
we'll see what happens.
You know what, dude? I'm about to fire him up in a DraftKings, bro. I'm about to fire this dude up in DraftKings because I think he's in the heat. Of course, that Vikings defense ain't no joke.
All right, guys. Let's talk about the Steelers defense now. We got the big man, Cameron Hayward, been in this league for quite some time now. Nose tackle, we got Keanu Benton right on our right defensive end. I think I actually have Derek Harmon here. Looks like he's back. Yaya Black will not be the starter. On this left linebacker, wide set linebacker, we got TJ Watt. We got Patrick Queen as the left side middle linebacker. Right side middle linebacker, I got Cole Holcomb. And Alex Highsmith is out. So Nick Herbig is going to be playing that strong side linebacker. With Alex Highsmith out, they got to figure out a way to stop the Vikings offense with Mason having a phenomenal breakout game last week. He's going to try to keep that momentum. Christian Darrisaw's back, and he's going to be leading the run game, y'all. Mason's going to have good blocking from Darrisaw, and TJ Watt's going to have to step up. Cameron Hayward's going to have to step up. We're going to have to see what they're going to do. Let's move on to cornerbacks. We got Darius Slay, star cornerback, left side. We'll see if he can stop JJ, especially with Jalen Ramsey's going to be back there as well. Jalen Ramsey and Darius Slay, are they going to be able to stop Justin Jefferson? We also have Addison back for the first game of the year today. Addison, who was out with a DUI last year and suspended for the first 3 games of this year. And the Vikings offensive wide receivers are going to be there, man. They're all back in action. We got Adam Thielen back, Addison, Justin Jefferson.
Here's what I say on that. I'm just going to chime in over here. Just Mario coming out of left field over here.
Left field.
Here's the thing, man. I don't think that the Steelers defense needs to actually stop Justin Jefferson or get to Jordan Addison. They just got to get to Carson Wentz.
They do.
If they can force Carson Wentz into making some mistakes today, this Steelers defense should be looking at getting a strip sack fumble. I do expect Cam Hayward to do his thing. I do actually expect Nick Herbig to do his thing. And, of course, TJ Watt being an absolute stud out there on the field. I'm more concerned about that front line, that front seven, than I am about the secondary for the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. But, you know, Carson Wentz did sling it really well against the Bengals last week, and they blew the Bengals out of the water, backup quarterback to backup quarterback. Anyways, I'm not going to steal your thunder. I'm going to let you take it away. Those are just my thoughts on the Steelers defense. I don't think that we need to see too much out of Elliott or out of Joey Porter Jr. or out of those guys. All we need to see is Cam Hayward get to the quarterback a couple times today. And if they can do that and shake up Carson Wentz, the Steelers defense should be in line. Okay.
Paper plane saying, go to sleep, man. You got a baby. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? It's too early for you. This is the earliest. This is the earliest Mario's been awake in a long time. All right, let's just finish this off, guys. For your safeties, I have Deshaun Elliott. Oh, left-hand Deshaun Elliott, and on the right side, I got Juan Thornhill. They're going to be putting up those safety, defending the back lane from deep passes from JJ, and those. I know they're going to send a deep ball to Addison. All right, guys. Last game, like Mario was saying, Carson Wentz did have one heck of a game. 14 for 20, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no turnovers, and a blowout win last week. So he's going to be looking to put up same statistics. Obviously, it's a different defense. Steelers are heavy. We'll see what they can do. Man, I'm excited. Man, I'm excited. Carson Wentz, I mean, if he keeps performing, I know the Vikings are trying to put a lot of effort into J.J. McCarthy, but Carson Wentz, if he keeps performing, he might hold that position, man. He might keep that title as starting QB, which is crazy to think because, I mean, the last time he started a game was 2020. 2020, and when he got benched for Jalen Hurts. And you know what's funny about that? That game, Carson Wentz was facing Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, wow.
He was facing the Packers that day. The day he got his last start was against Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, my gosh.
And this is a revenge game.
Oh,
He hasn't seen the light of day since Aaron Rodgers put him in the dirt. So, I'm excited, y'all.
Vikings need to
Vengeance.
hold on to Carson Wentz. Paper plane saying, wow, you're right.
It's going to be a good one, guys. I'm telling you, it's a revenge game on multiple fronts. Did you guys know that the Steelers were also the team that knocked the Vikings out of the Super Bowl? Back when Fran Tarkenton and the Purple People Eaters, back in the 70s, 16-6, they lost that game. I believe that was in 73. Oh, man. That's crazy, y'all. So this is a vengeance that goes back 60 years, guys. That loss against the Steelers not only marked the end of an era for the Vikings, but at the beginning of an era for the Steelers. That was the first. Yeah, no problem, guys. That was the first Super Bowl victory for the Steelers in the 70s. That led to end up getting 2 more later on that decade. So I'm excited. All right, Viking stats. Offensively, Vikings certainly 6th in the league with 27 points per game. They're putting up those numbers, and we just got our wide receiver back, so we're hoping to make those numbers even taller. Defensively, only giving up 18.7. 18.7 points per game is crazy. That's it. Their defense is holding up, y'all. 9th in the league, doing a good job. Yards per game, I mean, if you're winning, then you don't need too many yards, but 28th ain't good. 28th ain't good. 5th in the league, or 5th from last in the league. My apologies. 260 yards per game, 268, and they're going to be trying to do a little bit better today, giving up about the similar amount of yards on the defensive side, which is good. Obviously, if you compare the two, it's not amazing. 271.3 yards to the on the defensive side of things, guys. Yards per play, we're looking about 5.3 yards per play. Guaranteed first down if you do that every game. 17th in the league, middle of the pack, that's perfectly fine. Defensively, giving up only 4.6 yards per game. Their defense is holding up. They're stopping the plays. They're showing up with blitzes. They're making sure that they can do what they need to do to cover their side of the field. Third down efficiency for the offense, 31.4%. Not great. Not great. 28th in the league, 31.4%. They got to get those numbers up because, I mean, if you're only averaging 30% on third down, then you're losing the majority of the possession of the football. So they got to keep the ball on their side of the field. They want the offense to stay out there, make sure their defense stays strong, and keep the energy they have to keep that blows blitz numbers up. Speaking of blitzes, y'all, Minnesota currently leads the league in blitz rate. 45.4% of the time, they're blitzing. So flip a coin. Are they going to blitz this one? Probably. They're probably going to blitz again. You better be ready because they're bringing the guns. All right. Fourth down, red zone efficiency, 66.7%, 10th in the league, so they're getting into that end zone the majority of the time. Defensively, 50% of the time. So they hold the red zone all right. It's 11th in the league, so if you compare it to the rest of the NFL, they're perfectly fine in statistics there. 11th in the league is a little better than middle of pack, so we're looking good, y'all. We're looking good. The eye test can tell a different story, and we're going to see if they can hold these numbers up or prove them wrong in the better side of things or the worse side of things. So let's get into this Minnesota offense, guys. Carson Wentz, the unsung hero no one thought was going to happen this year. He came out, balled out last week, and he's hoping to ball out again against these Steelers, which there is a vengeance. You're going to see. We're going to see if he's really that angry.
Let's go.
Jordan Mason, one phenomenal player that absolutely tore up last week, putting up how good did he do last week? Last week he had 16 carries for 116 yards. That's 7.3 yards per carry. 7.3 yards per carry. He's tearing that field up.
Bro, not only that, but he was so good when he filled in for Christian McCaffrey last year.
Yeah, back in the 49ers, man.
For Christian McCaffrey.
Well, yeah, the 49ers were still able to hold the run game after CMC went down. And, I mean, they got to have a decent backup because CMC is made of glass, y'all. Mason also put up 2 touchdowns last week, so he's going to hope to pump up those numbers, get a few more maybe. We'll see how they do in the red zone. I'm stoked. All right, wide receivers, JJ, Justin Jefferson. Oh, man, I'm hoping he puts up better numbers today. He was a little quiet last week compared to, like, his normal statistics. 7 targets, 5 receptions, 75 yards, average about 15 yards per catch, which is great. But I want to see more targets. I want to see some deep passes. I want to see him burn Jalen Ramsey and score a touchdown. Light up Ireland. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. All right, guys. We got Jalen Naylor. He's going to be doing a good job today. We got Jordan Addison. First game back after suspension. Do you guys think he's going to be doing good? Do you think the Vikings are just going to give him a few reps? I think he's going to integrate immediately back into this offense. I mean, he's a starter over Adam Thielen, and Adam Thielen was a veteran for the Vikings for so long, Mr. Magic Gloves, but Addison is back with a vengeance. You know, he wants to play. He's ready to play. We got 7 minutes till kickoff, y'all. 7 minutes till kickoff. So let's go right back into this offense for the Vikings. Get right into the offensive line. Christian Darrisaw, healthy. He's going to be leading the charge on the offensive side run game. Jordan Mason following him all the way to the end zone. I hope. We got Joe Huber at your left guard position. We got Ryan Kelly at center. I got Will Fries, right guard, and Brian O'Neill on our right tackle position. Now, for the Minnesota defense, got a few more slides, guys, before we get into this game. Minnesota defense, left defensive end, I got Jonathan Allen, nose tackle, Jalen Redmond, right defensive end. We got Javon Hargrave. He's going to get a bag today, man. I'm telling you, they're going to bring the pressure. Aaron Rodgers calling it now. 1 pick or at least 2 sacks. 2 sacks or 1 pick. What?
Both, bro.
Probably both.
Maybe both.
Probably both. Let's be real. Probably both. Anyways. For our wide linebacker, we got Jonathan Greenard. Left inside linebacker, I got Eric Wilson. Right inside linebacker, Yvonne Pace Jr. Andrew Van Ginkel is out. He's still out. So we do have Dallas Turner starting here. And surprise!
Sammy's going to be on the field for
Andrew Van Ginkel is getting substituted by little Samuel.
He's watching Uncle Tino.
Hi.
He's
Hey
watching
there.
Uncle Tino call his game right now. It should be good. The
Hi,
family's
buddy.
here, guys. Everyone's here. We're all here to hang out with y'all for this morning game. It's going to be a good one, y'all. Let's get out of the way here.
All right, guys, just got a few more players on this defensive side of thing. Left cornerback Isaiah Rodgers. We got our free safety Harrison Smith, who is no stranger to Aaron Rodgers. This man has faced Aaron Rodgers so many times in his career. I think it's like upwards towards 20, maybe 30 times now. Packers and Vikings were a divisional matchup for a long time. We all know this. So they have gotten their reps. Aaron Rodgers, no stranger to the Minnesota Vikings. Strong safety, I got Joshua Metellus. And then on our right cornerback, I have Byron Murphy Jr. All right. All right. All right, guys, let's get into our QB comparison. Winston Rodgers, a matchup that goes way back. We already talked about it. Last time this guy was on the field, he started against this guy, and he got benched. And Jalen Hurts, you know the story. Jalen Hurts been absolutely killing it with the Eagles. Carson Wentz, though, 173 passing yards, 4 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. This is one game, guys. This is one game. 70% completion rate. He did take 3 sacks, which isn't amazing for one game. But he's still keeping that 129.8 passer rating.
Yeah, but in his defense, he went up against Trey Hendrickson, who led the NFL in sacks last year.
Yeah, I entirely agree. He did face one heck of a defense. And, I mean, he pulled it out. You saw the numbers, guys. It was an absolute blowout. Aaron Rodgers, obviously leading in the majority of the stats because he has been playing since the beginning of the year. 586 passing yards right now. Only 3 rushing yards, which is crazy. Aaron Rodgers is averaging less than 200 yards a game. He has 1 less rushing yard than Carson Wentz, but they're both pocket passers, so we'll see how it goes. Aaron Rodgers does have 7 total touchdowns right now. He has thrown 3 picks already. We're averaging about a pick a game. We're going to see that go up. I know it. Completion rate about 65.1%. Taking 7 sacks and currently at a 97.3 passer rating, which is decent. As long as you're somewhere near 100, you're doing something right. All right. We got 3 minutes till kickoff, guys. Oh, they're picking sides of the field. We got a coin toss. Carson Wentz and Aaron Rodgers look like they're arguing it out already. Oh, baby. Good morning, football nation. Defensive side of things, guys. Vikings, 6th in the league at yards allowed. They are holding their side of the field when it comes to total yardage. Rushing, they need to hold up. Obviously, Jalen Warren's out. We got Kenneth Gainwell, but Kenneth Gainwell is a strong runner. We'll see how they do against him. 3rd currently in defending a pass. I told you, they're dropping down. They are not allowing yards after the catch. They're holding it down. They bring down those receivers as soon as they catch the ball. Turnovers forced, they have forced 7 turnovers already through 3 games, which is 3rd in the NFL. And 9 sacks. They are getting to the quarterback. They're averaging 3 sacks a game. No one wants to see a 41-year-old man get sacked 3 times. But I might today. I might want to see if their 41-year-old man gets sacked 3 times. That's all right. That's all right. Steelers defense. This is hard to see because we all know Steelers as a defensive team, man. Steelers have always been heavy on the D. But 386 yards allowed per game, that's not good. 28th in the league. They need to protect their side of the field. They need to pull up. They got the players. They got Hayward. They got Ramsey. We got plenty of defense from the Steelers, but they're just not doing it. Rushing yards allowed per game, 139.3. Passing yards, 246.7. It all adds up to that 386, and it needs to go down. Turnovers, though, they have forced just one more than the Vikings. So when it comes to turnovers, they are doing the job, and sacks just below the Vikings with 8. We got a pretty even matchup, I think. I think this is going to be a good game, guys. And in Dublin, Ireland, whew, first ever. First ever. Let's compare these run games real quick, guys. Look at that. 63 yards is what the Steelers are averaging for the run game.
Oh, God, that's bad.
63?
63 yards.
Like, what? That's terrible. That's not good. I mean, Vikings at 122, which is 13th in the league, but it's double.
Straight up.
Double.
That's
Double the Steelers when it comes to the rushing game. And they're trying about the same amount. Steelers averaging about 22.3 rushes per game. Vikings 25.3. Like, they're giving the same amount of attempts, but one team's doing it a little better. Averaging 4.8 yards per rush. That's a first down. That's a first down every time. 3 plays, that's 12, 13 yards guaranteed. Steelers averaging 2.8 per rush, 31st in the league. Their run game is currently non-existent. It's not there, and they need it to be there because Vikings are shutting down the pass game. They got to figure it out. Averaging about 1 touchdown per game for both teams on the rushing side of things, and the percentage of plays, like you see the Vikings, they run the ball. Mason's been given that ball about 50% of the time now, and he's coming off a 2-touchdown game. He's hot. However, I don't know if that holds up on foreign land, but we'll find out, man. Steelers, they realize their run game isn't working. That's why they're running it about a quarter of the time now. They're passing the ball. If they want to give it to the running back, they just do a check down pass, hit Warren right before the line of scrimmage, and then hit him out in open space where he could break free. But it's not Warren. What up, everyone? We are almost here for the kickoff. What up, Robert? What up, T-Mac? Paper Plane, Jack Dandridge, Zuba God. All right, I'm excited to be here.
Vikings got that 6'4".
Look at the Irish. We're going to need it today, man. We're going to need it. Receiver comparison. Vikings haven't had to pass the ball too much with Jordan Mason doing the job. I mean, ideally, a team doesn't need to pass the ball. If they can get the yardage on runs, then why air it out? Take the chance. Don't do it. If you're just winning it, do it. On the receiving side for the Steelers, 184 yards per game. And you would think that number would be higher with the rushing so low, but it's not. Their offense is not showing up. 24th in the league for passing with 31st in the league for rushing. That's bad, guys. Steelers need to bust out some offense for today if they want to have a chance against the Vikings. They're tossing 29.3 passes per game, whereas the Vikings are only throwing 21.7. But the Vikings are averaging more yards per reception. Even though they're not having to air it out, they're still averaging decent 7.7 yards per pass. So they're making plays when they have to. But Steelers at 6.8 yards per reception, still decent, middle of the pack, but they're throwing it 74.5% of the time. Always airing it out. Like I said, check down pass. If they're going to run it, they're going to toss it in the back. Samuel Partridge, I know I'm not the guy, but I'm the guy this morning. I am the guy this morning. Mario will be here for the next 3 games during the time slots today.
Good morning, Julie Grafton.
Good morning, good morning. All right, guys. Get that intro video out of here. We are lining up for the kickoff. Reichard going to be kicking it off to this. Damn, Mario went bald. No, Mo, I'm his best friend, Santino. We're partners.
Which is more likely? Jordan Mason scores 2 rushing touchdowns or Rodgers throws for 350?
Rodgers throw for 350 or Jordan Mason 2 rushing? Oh, I'll take Mason with 2 touchdowns.
Here we go.
Here we go, guys. Reichard lined up for the kickoff. Steelers starting with the ball today. And here we go. And the Steelers are going to get the ball on the 10-yard line, start running it up. 20, 25, 30. And he gets taken down about looks like he rolled over to the 35-yard line. That's going to be a good start for the Steelers. They're going to be starting with the ball. Aaron Rodgers, averaging about 247 yards per game in his career. Not so much on the Steelers right now, but that's just against the Vikings. Like I said, guys, he's faced the Vikings quite a few times when he was playing for the Green Bay Packers. Alrighty, guys. 1st and 10 on their own. It looks like they placed it at the 30-yard line. And here we go. First play of the game. Aaron Rodgers in a shotgun formation. One back. Oh, and he's sacked! And he's sacked immediately! Oh, my goodness. Redmond got to him right off the bat. There's one. I called 2 sacks minimal. And I should have jumped those numbers up. We're looking at 10 now. Vikings with a big sack early. Not even 30 seconds into the game. First play. Flores said, get him. Flores said, get him. They lost. Let's see. How many yards did they lose? 2nd and 16. Let's see. 2nd and 18 at the Pittsburgh 27. Rodgers under center. Play action, fakes it, passes it to Kenneth Gainwell. There's that short check down pass. Ooh, they tried to pull that ball right out of Gainwell's hands, but he kept it on there. That's going to go down as a reception for Kenneth Gainwell. First gain of the day for the Steelers. It is now going to be 3rd and 12 on their own 33-yard line. Are we going to get a punt? It's going to be 3 and out, guys? You think it's going to be 3 and out? Let's see. All righty, guys. Aaron Rodgers, shotgun formation, single back. Here we go, 33-yard line. 3rd and 12. Big 3rd down to start the game. Showing big blitz. They bring 4. Oh, almost sacked. He's moving in the pocket. Oh, and another little check down pass. It looks like he's going to drop it. Jonnu Smith could not hold on to the ball, and that's going to be it. 3rd and out. 3 and out. Vikings defense showing up. Here we go. Did he? It looked like he dropped that catch. Oh, no, yeah, he did. He did get that catch. And that's 0-yard pass. If you got PPR, man, that is half a point, full point, whatever you got. Steelers going to punt the ball. Big punt. And they're going to take this reception, receive the punt about the 13-yard line, bring it back 20-25. He goes down. They're going to mark it right about the Minnesota 25, 26-yard line. And the Vikings getting their first possession of the game. Carson Wentz walking out on the field after his baller performance last week against the Bengals. 173 yards, 2 touchdowns. Do we think he could do it again? Do we think he could do it again? I think he can. I think he can, guys. 1st and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings on their own 26-yard line. It is 12 minutes and 49 seconds left of the first quarter. Still plenty of game time, guys. Plenty of game time. And Carson Wentz, shotgun for Mason, hikes the ball, tosses it over to the right side. It looks like that's going to be JJ. Justin Jefferson with the first reception of the game. Pick up about 4 yards, it's going to look like. 4-yard gain for Justin Jefferson. It's going to leave it 2nd and 6 on the Minnesota 30-yard line. Minnesota 30-yard line. It's 2nd and 6. Carson Wentz under centers. We got Jordan Mason in the backfield, and he hands it off to him. Going to the right side. Jefferson with a block, and he's going to get that first down. About an 8-yard gain, and Mason is on the board. 7 yards, they'll give it to him. That's a first down.
Let's go.
Minnesota Vikings. All right. Oh, baby, we're here, guys. We are live. We are live early today. We got a long day of football, and man, I'm excited. We got the entire stadium in Ireland filled out. Carson Wentz back in shotgun, single back. And he passes it to the left side. Justin Jefferson again is going to get about 8 yards before he's taken down. The Vikings are moving the ball. They're going to mark that as a 9-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 1 on the Minnesota 46. We got 11 minutes and 32 seconds left of the first quarter. 2nd down. Here we go.
You keep calling the play. I'll get this.
Mario's going to help me get all our things in order because I'm not used to the platform. I can do the calls. I can't do everything at once yet. Mario's way better than me. Carson Wentz under center. Single back. They're tight right now. Justin Jefferson motion to the left. Hand off to Mason again. Running up the middle. Jukes to the right. And he's going to be another first down. Minnesota Vikings. Let's go. Let's go. 1st and 10 on their own 49-yard line. They're about to move it past midfield. Moving the chains, guys. That's 2 first downs already for the Minnesota Vikings. How we doing? We're good. You heard the man. We're good. We got football this morning, y'all. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. Single back. Mason to the right. 2 wide receivers left, 1 right. What are we going to see here? Going to be another run. Oh, no. He's in the pocket. Moves to the right. Little check down pass. Little swing to the Jordan Mason. He's going to move past the line of scrimmage. Make it all the way to the 6 yards past the line of scrimmage, it looked like. He had a 6-yard gain on a nice little short pass to Jordan Mason. Caught it before the line of scrimmage and moved it out up an open field. Open field. 2nd and 4 for the Minnesota Vikings. They just moved it past midfield. They are now on the Pittsburgh 45-yard line. We're already 5 minutes into this game, guys. 2nd and 4. Carson Wentz under center. We got motion from JJ and a toss to Jordan Mason on the left side. Passes 1 tackle, 3, 4 yards. Oh, and he fumbles it. Oh, he fumbles it. It's a scoop. Jalen Ramsey with the scoop. Oh no. Jalen Ramsey with a scoop and possible score. We're going to have to wait for officials, but oh my goodness, right now it's marked down as a Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. Oh man, Jalen Ramsey brought it all the way back. He was hobbling a bit at the end. Hopefully he's not injured. Oh, I don't know if that's a fumble. You think it's a fumble? It kind of looked like the ball got knocked out by the ground, but we're gonna see. Oh man. Oh no. Minnesota, as of right now, fumbled the ball, and Jalen Ramsey picks it up. Scoop and score 61 yards. He brought that back 61 yards. No one could stop him. Oh, man, yeah. Yeah, it looks like a fumble, guys. Steelers defense, guys. They brought the strength. The offense wasn't there just yet, but the defense, like we said, the Steelers defense, man. We all know them. We all know him. Man, oh man, and we got the first touchdown of the game, not even from the offensive side of the field. Defensive touchdown is the first score. Man, this is way cooler than last time. Last game I called, we didn't have a touchdown until halfway through the 4th quarter with the Falcons and Vikings. So this is exciting. 5.5 minutes into the first quarter, we got the Steelers 6-0 currently, waiting on the extra point. Or maybe they're waiting on the official call. Currently reviewing.
Man, they have terrible. It's going to stand.
It's going to stand. Looks like the Dublin, Ireland does not have the equipment the majority of the NFL stadiums had in the United States have. We do not have the best angles. I didn't think about that, but that could be a different issue. I imagine they set up plenty, you know, but first time in Ireland, they're obviously not entirely prepared. Oh, they bring it back?
I couldn't hear what they said.
Neither could I. I've been waiting for the call, man. No officials stepped out.
His foot might have touched out of bounds. They're calling it a first down, too.
Right now, we currently have a 1st and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings. They brought the touchdown back.
They called it a first down. They said that he gave up the football, yes, but he was already out of bounds, I suppose. He had stepped out of bounds.
Well, the Vikings offense is on the field. There's confusion on the field. It looks like the Minnesota Vikings offense is still going to stay out. They might be bringing that touchdown. Yeah, they took the score off the board. It's 0-0, guys. 0-0. Vikings 1st and 10. Scratch what just happened. Oh, man. Well, I take that back. Still no touchdown. Hopefully it's not the fourth quarter when we get our first. But I got to yell it, and that was fun. How we doing out there in the chat, guys? Mrs. New Life, I see you. Paper Plane, Little Iggy, Gray 59, Dylan Bianco. Welcome, welcome. All right, guys, we got Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. He takes the hike, and he's going to toss it up the middle. It's going to be Justin Jefferson again, and that's a big gain. That's going to be a Minnesota first down. Justin Jefferson with a 22-yard reception. It's going to bring them over to the Pittsburgh 16-yard line. Where is my red zone music? We got red zone music, guys. Oh, baby. Red zone music. 1st and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings at the Pittsburgh 16-yard line. Carson Wentz under center. Mason back. Looks like they're going to run the ball again, and they do. Left side, he takes up center, actually. He's going to get about a 3-yard gain. It looks like it's going to go down for. 2nd and 7 at the Pittsburgh 13. Red zone. Here we go. Here we go. There is 8 minutes and 30 seconds left of this first quarter, guys. 2nd and 7 for the Vikings. Trying to put it in the end zone for the first time today after that crazy turnaround on that scoop and score. No scoop and score today. Carson Wentz under center. Motion from the tight end. He's going to fake the toss to Mason. Pitch it out to Justin Jefferson on the right side, and he's trying to break through to that 1st-yard line, and they're going to stop him 1 yard short, but there is a flag on the play, guys. There's a flag. Let me see what this is. Let's see what this is. Waiting on the call right now. We got 8 minutes left of this first quarter, y'all. 7 minutes of football have already happened, and it already feels like a lot has happened. Going to be a 5-yard penalty, ineligible downfield. We had an eligible receiver downfield. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Minnesota Vikings. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12. Minnesota trying to get it in the end zone. They're on the Pittsburgh 18-yard line. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. We got receivers everywhere. They're passing it for sure. Oh, and he passes to the right side. He's going to hit Justin Jefferson again. Oh, man, JJ's having a game. JJ is having a game, guys. 3rd and 9 now at the Pittsburgh 15-yard line. The stats right now. JJ has 4 receptions for 38 yards, averaging about 10 yards per reception right now. Already about 8 points in fantasy, guys. Oh, baby. Here we go, guys. 3rd and 9. Carson Wentz drops back, and he's sacked! Oh, man, he got brought down hard. Ooh. And Queen is going to be the one that marks down. Patrick Queen gets the first sack for the Pittsburgh Steelers today, and that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Vikings. Oh, man, he got wrecked. Boom. Dang. That looked like it hurt, y'all. JJ was wide open. He was trying to get the ball in open field. All right. Field goal for the Minnesota Vikings. We'll see if it goes up. Reichard with a kick. Ooh, and it goes in. And that'll be the first points on the board after that taken back touchdown. 3-0. Oh, no. We got a Vikings player hurt right now. Field goal is good, guys. It is 3-0. We got a Vikings player down. There's the touchdown sound. Still getting used to that. How we doing out there, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. We got Robert, just lost a girl, Pauline Mercer, Mad Steve, Body 210, Ultra Instinct Disc Golf. What's up, y'all? How we doing? How we doing? Main view. What up, guys? How we doing? Second game, I think I'm bringing more energy today than I did the last one. My first game, I was nervous. Not so much today. Not so much today. I feel a lot better today.
How's my boy doing today, ladies and gentlemen?
Maybe I'm a morning guy.
He's definitely a morning guy. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Football Nation. This is your guest host today. This is Santino de Blasis. You can see his name scrolling by at the bottom of the screen. Who do you got for this game? I hear the question coming in from Samuel Partridge. Samuel, brother, I'm actually thinking that the Pittsburgh Steelers might get this one, and just like last time, we're on the opposite sides here. So he's going for the Vikings. Skull Vikings for him. For me, on the other hand, I don't know, man. I believe in Old Man Rodgers. Would like to see him air it out. I've got DK Metcalf shares, so I want to see DK Metcalf get it. But Kenneth Gainwell, undersized, very biased. Dude, 100% very biased.
Coming from me.
Like 100% very biased. Let's effing go, says eye to eye. Val checking in. Steve N checking in. The great Santino is here. He is here.
We're here.
I got the Vikings,
what up, Matt,
says
Steve?
eye to eye. Looks like the chat room, 592 votes coming into this one. 55% split, guys. 55% split. I wish we could trade sides because you're on the – but this won't go that far.
No, that won't happen.
That's okay. Next time
Flip
we
it.
do something like this, we'll have two headphones. We're just waiting for,
We're getting there.
We're getting there. Yeah,
we're getting there.
Operational
We
costs,
might actually
something
be
else.
dual calling a baseball game soon, so –
Thank you for bringing
keep
that up,
an ear
Santino.
out, guys. Keep an
Ladies
ear
and
out.
gentlemen, really quick, just so y'all know, since we are in this commercial break, we're going to take a quick moment to talk about this. The Major League Baseball playoffs are this picture right behind us here. The Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Guardians are lined up to go head-to-head. You got the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees lined up to go head-to-head in the wild card. On the other side, Santino,
we got the Cubs and the Padres going up right over here, and then we got the Dodgers and the Mets going up in the first round of the playoffs.
So we're going to be covering some baseball games coming up here before the end of the season. Of course, we did it during the regular season, but it's time to get back to this football game at hand, ladies and gentlemen.
We got the kickoff from the Minnesota Vikings after that field goal, and the Steelers are going to return it. They catch the ball, bring it to the 20, 25, about the 28-yard line. They're going to get brought down, and that's where we're going to take their second possession. We have 6 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. They're going to try to turn it around after that last possession that ended in a quick 3-and-out. Big sack on Rodgers, first play of the game. They got to protect him. They can't be letting that 41-year-old get hit that hard, man. Nobody wants to see a 40-year-old man get hit that hard. Yeah, no, let's not even say it. I don't like seeing injuries. I like seeing Rodgers, though, his old self. He just looks like he grumbles. Under center, he's going to pass to the left side. He's going to be tossed to the left side to get it Gainwell, and he's zooming up the field. 9-yard gain, it looked like. 9 yards for Kenneth Gainwell on that rush. Toss it out to the left side. Open space, man. Open space. That's what the Steelers are this offense. They're 100% just an open space team. Yards after catch, tosses out on the left and right side. Here we go. We got a it's 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Pass it off to the right side. Aaron Rodgers to, who was that? That was Calvin Austin III for his first reception of the game. We got Calvin Austin on the board, guys. We got a first down. First down. That is the first Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Let me put some effort into this. First down, Pittsburgh Steelers. My bad. More energy. 1st and 10, guys. 1st and 10 on their own 43-yard line. Rodgers once again in the shotgun formation with a single back. 3 receivers left. Here we go. We got motion. He's now with an open backfield, empty backfield, and he takes the hike. Quick pass up the middle. Oh, and he got a pretty good yard gain. DK Metcalf with his first reception. That's going to be another Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Let's go. Here we go. Did he make it past midfield? I think he did. It's now 1st and 10 at the Minnesota 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers past midfield. Almost already in field goal position on a quick possession. They've only had the ball for less than 2 minutes. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left of this first quarter. Oh, and we got Rodgers under center. One back. And he tosses it to And he's moving right side. He's going to get about 2-yard gain. That's going to be Johnson. Johnson. That is going to be, what is his name? Running back. Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson is the third string running back on the Pittsburgh Steelers, just getting his reps today with Jalen Warren out. Kenneth Gainwell and Caleb Johnson look like they're going to be running a split backfield. All right, here we go, guys. Aaron Rodgers, shotgun formation, 2nd and 8 on the Minnesota 41, it looks like. And he takes the hike, looking in the pocket, passes to the left side. And that's going to be Jonnu Smith with about an 8-yard gain. 6-yard gain, my apologies. 6-yard gain on that reception. Bring up a big 3rd and 2 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 3rd and 2 on the Minnesota 35-yard line, y'all. 3rd and 2. Here we go. About 3.5 minutes left this first quarter. We got time moving. The clock is running. The clock is hot. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun formation once again. Single back. 3 receivers to the right side. He takes the hike. Oh, he's trying to air it out to Metcalf. He makes the grab. He makes that grab. Oh, that was a good catch. That was a great catch, and that's going to be another Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Here we go. Here we go. DK Metcalf putting in the footwork, jumping right over the defender and scooping that ball right into his hand.
He's saying lucky, says eye to eye, that he got lucky.
He got lucky. DK Metcalf, a big old boy, man. That's a big old man. That is a big old man. All right, here we go, guys. 1st and 10. We got red zone music. Here we go. DK Metcalf with the ball. He's pushing through, trying to shred the defenders. It looks like he's going to get past the first down line, maybe. Yeah, and that's going to be a DK Metcalf reception for 11 yards. And as of right now, I got another first down from the Pittsburgh Steelers, y'all. And that's going to put them on the Minnesota 7-yard line. They are 7 yards away from the first touchdown of the game after they brought back that defensive touchdown by Jalen Ramsey. 1st and goal on the Minnesota 7-yard line. I'm sorry, Mark Ryan, I can't do that, or we get in trouble. All right, shock information from Aaron Rodgers. One back in the backfield. Oh, and he's motioning out to the left side. We got an empty backfield. Here we go. Takes the hike. He's looking left. Kenneth Gainwell with the reception. One defender in between him and the end zone, and he gets stopped on the 1-yard line. That's going to go for a 6-yard gain for the Pittsburgh Steelers and leave them 2nd and goal on the Minnesota 1. 1 yard away from our first legitimate touchdown of the game, guys. Who do you think they're going to give it to? You think Rodgers is going to just give it over to Gainwell to punch it right in? Because I know Rodgers ain't the QB sneak type.
Yeah, I wonder what play the Eagles will run.
If it was the Eagles, I think we all know what would happen. All right, here we go, guys. We got a loaded backfield. Like I said, hands it off to Gainwell, and he punches it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers! Oh, and Gainwell getting a little selly for the first touchdown ever in the regular season in Ireland. That might be Kenneth Gainwell's first touchdown in a Steelers uniform ever. And it happened in Ireland. It still blows my mind that they're in Ireland right now, guys. It's crazy. The first ever regular season game. And we got the extra point from the Steelers, and that's going to be good. All right, y'all. All right. We got a good game. 7-3, Steelers currently leading after that very nice drive. That was a very good drive from the Steelers. Passing was well. Running was well. Oh, man. All right, guys. We're on a commercial break right now. How's everybody doing? How we doing, guy? Eye to eye, I know this is an early game. Believe me, we know. Mario wasn't going to do it. I was like, bro, we got to do it. It's a time slot. It's a football time slot, man. We gotta.
Bro, if it wasn't for Santino agreeing to do this game, there would be no Football Nation coverage today. So Santino was willing to get out of bed, drive 30 minutes across town at 7 a.m.
I left my house at 6:30
to come do this game for you guys. So show this man some love, bro. He's helping me out because I will be covering 3 games today.
Paper planes.
The next 3 games coming up. The next 3 games coming up are going to be the Eagles and the Buccaneers, followed by the Ravens and the Chiefs, and then I will wrap things up with my Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys hosting the Green Bay Packers. My wife's Green Bay Packers. She's going to have the last laugh by the end of the day. That's okay. Shout out to everyone who just subscribed to this channel. Shout out to Wild Dog, Powerful Faloop in the house. Powerful saying, I thought Mario had lost his hair.
No.
Alexio in the house. I see you out there. Alexio saying, I agree. This is the earliest game ever, like WTF. Let's go, Santino, says Kane.
Let's go.
Santino, why don't you walk them through the next few games coming up for both of these teams?
We got our schedule lined out. I made these on Wednesday, I think. All right, guys. Minnesota Vikings currently in Ireland against the Steelers. Next week, they are staying international. This is the first ever team that's gone consecutive weeks in international regular season games. First ever. Vikings are sticking to it, man. And obviously, after these double international games, Ireland 11, they're going to give them a bye. Well-deserved. Traveling all over the world just to play some NFL, which we love it. We love it, man. And obviously the rest of the world loves it too because they were more than willing to host this game for the NFL. Week 7, Vikings are going to have a tough matchup against the Eagles. I don't know if Wentz is going to be starting then. We'll see. I don't know. Like I imagine the Vikings give J.J. McCarthy at least one more chance when he comes back from his injury. But we'll see. We'll see. It really just depends on Carson Wentz does. If Carson Wentz pulls it out today and just absolutely destroys the Steelers, then we'll see. But as of right now, we got a 7-3 lead from the Steelers. Week 8, you got Chargers, and then Week 9, Lions. But we're back to the action, y'all. Minnesota Vikings taking the kickoff right now. And they're going to bring it back about to the 30 for about 27 yards on that return. Kick return for about 27 yards, and Minnesota will be starting another possession on the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. We only have 50 seconds left of this quarter, so 1, max 2 plays right now, unless we got a couple drop passes, which we don't want to see. But here we go. First play. Carson Wentz under center. Mason in the backfield. We are tight up in with the wide receivers, and he hands it off. Mason juking out to the right side, breaks it. Oh, he almost broke that tackle, but he got taken down from behind, tripped up, and he's going to get about a 1-yard gain. I thought I gave him 2 or 3, to be honest, but it's going to be marked down as a 1-yard gain. Minnesota at their own 31-yard line is going to bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. They're currently showing Kevin O'Connell in his perfect international game record. The man goes overseas and just wins. 2nd and 9, guys. We got 10 seconds left of this first quarter. Let's see if we get a playoff right here. Single back formation. And they hike the ball. Carson Wentz looking right, airs it out. Oh, and he snags it. Was that Addison? Jordan Addison with his first reception after his suspension. And that's going to bring up a big Vikings first down. And that'll be it for the first quarter, y'all. I like to see it. Addison getting his hands on the ball. That was a good catch. He was very defended. There was not space for that, but he was able to handle that ball and bring it in. And that'll bring it into the first quarter, guys. That'll bring an end to the first quarter. What's up, guys? Body's saying I got my head waxed. No, man. No, I shave it myself. It takes a little longer than I would prefer, but I do shave. I did it yesterday morning. Didn't want to, I got to look nice and clean for y'all.
Let's recap the players on the Vikings so they can see that graphic one more time.
All right.
Addison with his first catch of the season.
All right, guys. Speaking of the Vikings, they are on the field, and they will be retaining the ball after the end of this first quarter break. Justin Jefferson, y'all, absolutely killing it today. Absolutely killing it today. Let's see where he is at stat-wise, guys. Justin Jefferson currently 4 receptions for 38 yards. Addison, 1 reception for 22 yards. That was that last reception he just had right there. This guy right here just came back from suspension and I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. I knew he was going to do good. He's a baller, man. He's a deep threat as well. Jalen Naylor's still quiet. Still quiet from Jalen Naylor, but we'll see what he can do in a little while. Mason's having a good day already, y'all. Mason currently 5 attempts at rushes, 21 yards, averaging about a little over 4 yards per play. So that's fine. Carson Wentz, 6 for 6 on the day. 100% completion rate from Carson Wentz. We love to see it. 66 yards, 6 for 6. He's averaging, 11 yards per pass? Love it. Vikings offense is doing all right. Of course, they couldn't get in the end zone on the first drive, and they had a very confusing possible scoop and score that was negated. Yeah. But, hey, man.
That could be controversial. They're gonna redo
That was controversial, man. And I imagine if they do any more overseas games, they pump up the equipment because the replays were bad. The replays they were showing were not nice. Steelers defense, not entirely holding up. Obviously, they did have that one scooper score that got denied, but they did protect the red zone. They kept Carson Wentz from nailing that ball in the corner. They kept Mason from running it through. So the red zone defense is there, and that's what truly matters. Make sure they don't put too many points. Field goals, you need 3 field goals to make it a 2-possession game, and that's a very big improvement, man. Yeah, look at this, guys. They're giving up. They had 63.6% their defense in the red zone. They're giving it up. They're giving up that end zone most of the time. And we're back. Second quarter action. Carson Wentz with the ball. Hikes the ball. Passes it out on a little screen to Justin Jefferson. And that'll be about a 4 or 5 yard game. We're back. Man, that quarter break was quick. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Minnesota Vikings on the Pittsburgh 42-yard line. Second quarter action. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's see if they can get in the end zone this time. They're working their way to the red zone right now. They got to move the chains just a couple more times before they get there. Carson Wentz under center. Mason in the backfield motion. Tosses it to the left side. Ooh, and he is snuffed out before he even makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That'll go down for a loss of yardage. -2 yards for Jordan Mason right there. Who was that on the tackle? That was Steelers number 41. It's going to be Wilson from the Steelers. Tackles for loss. The big man, the 2nd and 5 turns into a big 3rd and 7 now for his tackle for loss. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation this time. We're tight. We're tight right now with our receivers and tight ends. Oh, and a flag comes out on the play. Looks like it's possibly going to be a false start on Christian Darrisaw. Yikes! False start. That's going to be a 5 yard. What was 2nd and 5? 2 plays later, 1 down later, 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12, they almost got moved back behind midfield. They're now on the 49 Pittsburgh. Yeah, they need at least 10 more, 5-10 more yards so they can at least get back in field goal range and make it a 1-point game. But here we go, guys. Carson Wentz, shotgun formation, single back. We got 3 right. Oh, and we got motion from the running back. He's moving to the right side. Carson Wentz is getting chased down, and he's sacked. And he gets brought down. Was that Herbig? I think that was Herbig. Ooh. Blitzed. Absolutely burned Darrisaw on the left side, and here I thought he was going to lead our offensive line, and he just lets that man in and destroy Carson Wentz. Wentz tried scrambling out to the right side of the field, and he got chased down. Minnesota Vikings are going to have to punt the ball, and they're going to boot it. It's not going to be that great of a punt, it looks like. It's only going to make it to the 20-yard line from the 50. That is not great, guys. It's only a 39-yard punt for the Minnesota Vikings, and that'll put the Steelers on their own 20 to start their first possession of the second quarter. All right. Thanks, Val. I'm trying to bring the energy today. I'm feeling it more. I'm feeling it, guys.
How about them Pittsburgh Steelers, though? Roll. He doesn't care. He doesn't want the Pittsburgh Steelers to do well in this one. So at least we've got
it's all right.
At least we got even coverage. I'm gonna slide past you again.
Skirt.
At least we got even coverage today. So we got one man going for the Minnesota Vikings, one man going for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everyone thought that the Vikings were going to win this one. They were favorites coming into this. Something told me Pittsburgh Steelers were going to put up a fight. Meanwhile, Santino's out here trying to do that. Ramsey Kalefi saying, do you remember me from last season? What's up, Ramsey? Keep coming back more often, man. Welcome back, bro. We got Bodie in the house. Yo saying, I knew if any coach can win with Rodgers, it's Mike Tomlin. Look, man, if you're a Steelers fan, drop it in the chat. Let's see all those yellow hearts, yellow and black. I want to see yellow and black litter out that chat room right now. Guys,
Steelers fans, where you at, guys?
Quick backstory here. If you're wondering where the heck I found this guy from, he once basically saved my life.
I found him in a canal in Panama.
Something like that. Something like that. So I traveled. I went to Argentina. I came back with not $1 in my pocket. Like, I literally didn't even have enough money to check my bag to fly back home.
That's right.
And when I got back, Santino was kind enough to let me crash on his couch for like 6 weeks, bro, before his lease was up. And after that, we ended up becoming roommates. But
my lease did not end.
Dude, I ended it early. I literally had just the shirt on my back and a backpack with a couple of like important things. And this guy took me in. So one of the nicest guys I know, one of the biggest hearts I know. Shout out to my boy Santino, bro.
Yeah.
I love you, brother. Yeah. We'll see who wins this game, guys. That's just a little backstory for you guys. Okay.
We'll see when the Vikings take the lead, guys. No, I'm kidding.
We'll see
It's all right, guys. We're currently in a commercial break. Steelers about to begin their first drive of the second quarter. No, man, I don't go to the barber shop. It's all hand done. I don't go to the barbershop. That stuff costs way too much. Somebody told me it was $50 for a fresh shave of the head. Get the heck out of here, dude. I ain't paying $50 for a fresh shave. I'll do it myself. Looks good.
Right?
Looks good. I already know it does. You don't have to tell me. All right, guys. Aaron Rodgers lined up in the shotgun formation for the first play of the second quarter for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We are 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. Let's see how it goes. Shotgun formation takes the hike. Looking out in the center. Oh, he passes it out to DK Metcalf in open space. The 40, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and he breaks a tackle and scores! Oh, my goodness! DK Metcalf with a giant gain. Holy shit. Holy cow. Woo. Almost lost my language filters. That was such a crazy gain, y'all. That was the first play. First play of the Pittsburgh Steelers in the second quarter. Dishes it out to the middle of the field. DK Metcalf 15 yards out, and he burns everyone. This reminds me of that one time he chased down the defense and tackled them from like 80 yards away, guys. Holy cow. Here we go, and the extra point is good, and that's going to make it 14-3 Steelers. Oh, Vikings fan, that's not what we wanted to see. Oh, no. Blown coverage in the middle of the field led to the yards after catch, and here I was bragging about the Vikings' ability to stop the yards after the catch, and they didn't. That was as many as you could get. He got 65 yards after the catch. Holy cow.
Bro, I told
wow.
you, Old Man Rodgers is still here, bro.
Old Man Rodgers is still Rodgers, he's a future Hall of Famer, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's a proven fact. Like, he's done the time. He's got the stats. The man's an animal, you know, with a stellar career with the Packers. Not so much with the Jets. But right now with the Steelers having a decent beginning of the season, 2-1, they're trying to get a 3-1 right here in Ireland. I hope they don't, but it is what it is, and we got good football right now. We are already at 2 more touchdowns than we had last time I was here, so I'm having a blast. Here we go. Where's that one? Head to head. Weekly. Here we go. All right, guys. In case you're wondering, we have all the games for today right behind me. The ones that are highlighted in green are the ones we are covering. Obviously, we are right here, right now. I am covering this Vikings-Steelers game. At 12 o'clock, Mario will be right back on as soon as we log off for the Philadelphia Eagles and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Then at 3:25, we got the Ravens and Chiefs, followed by Mario's favorite matchup of the day. I'm excited to see his team. I'm excited to see this game right here. But enough about us, guys. Who are y'all's favorite teams? Do you guys have a favorite team? If you do, I want you to say it in the chat. I want to see you guys. I want to see the fans put out their favorite NFL team. Jesus saying Chargers. I'm a Vikings fan, guys. In case you didn't know, Mario is a Dallas fan, but I'm a Vikings fan. I have been for quite some time. It was the first team I picked. Wade saying Houston Astros. That doesn't sound right. Samuel Partridge, Giants. Paper Planes, a cheesehead. We're going to see them later against Mario's Cowboys. Diego saying LA Rams, Mongo Steelers. Well, Mongo, you're here for a good day for the Steelers. I was a Bengals fan until Burrow got hurt. Ouch. I think he'll be back. It's less than a month. They gave him about a month, right? 3 weeks a month for the toe. But here we go, guys. We're back in action. Pittsburgh Steelers kicking off the ball to the Minnesota Vikings, and they're going to receive the ball and bring it back to about the 25-yard line to start their possession. All right. It's 14-3. Pittsburgh Steelers currently leading. We are about 3 minutes in to the second quarter. 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 26, and it's their turn to bring it down the field. I want to see more. I want to see them air the ball out. I want to see Addison catch a deep ball, bring all the attention to JJ, and send it to Addison. And it looks like they're going to run the ball, though. We got a single back, Carson under center, and he hands it off to Mason, and it's stuffed, just like the last run he had, about the same spot. It's going to be they're going to call it no gain, but it looked like he lost a couple inches there. Maybe that's just my eyes. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. All right. Here we go, guys. 2nd and 10. Minnesota Vikings trying to bring it down the field. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation, empty backfield. We got wide receivers everywhere. And let's see what they do, who they air it out to. And let's try to avoid a sack. Here we go, dancing in the pocket. Send it to the left side. It's going to be Addison again, and it is Addison. And he's going to get his second reception of the day for about 5 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Minnesota Vikings. 3rd down, guys. 3rd down. Let's get that 3rd down percentage up right here. Minnesota Vikings need to start looking better on their 3rd downs. They've not been doing very well today. The stats are proving themselves to be true. Here we go. 3rd and 5 on their own 31. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation, single back. We got Adam Thielen out on the field, and it looks like they might be calling timeout. Looks like it might be the first timeout of the game right now, guys. All right, and we are going to have clock stoppage at about 10 minutes and 47 seconds left in this second quarter. Once this timeout ends, it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Minnesota Vikings on their own 31. Huh? Yeah, man, that could bring up some damage later, but we'll see what happens. No one likes to see unneeded timeouts due to confusion.
I love Kevin O'Connell, though.
Me too, man.
I think he's the real deal.
He's the quarterback whisperer, right?
Yeah. Sure is.
I'll give you these star receivers. Air it out. Don't throw picks, please.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz currently 8 for 8 from the field. 76 yards passing. Here we go. Shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers right, 2 left. We are empty backfield. Here we go. Passes it out to the middle, and that's going to be Justin. No, that's not Justin. That's Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen with his first reception of the game. Man, I love Thielen. Loving Thielen. That's going to be first down, Minnesota. Minnesota Vikings. They're moving the chains. Moving the chains. I don't know how he had that. I don't know how he caught that, man. Yeah, man, that was a tight little catch. But that's those magic gloves, man. Here we go. First and 10. Minnesota on their own 37-yard line. Carson Wentz under center. Single back. One receiver left. Ooh, and they just make it past the play clock. Fakes the handoff. Dancing in the pocket. And he's rushing the ball and tackled immediately after passing the line of scrimmage. It's going to go for about a 1-yard gain. 1-yard scramble for Carson Wentz. Picked up his 5th rushing yard of the year. Make it 5. 5 yards for Carson Wentz rushing on the year. Brings up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 on the Minnesota's own 38-yard line. And they're going to try to move these chains right now, guys. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. Single back. Takes the hike. Looking right. Catches Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson tries to juke someone out, but to no avail. Gets tackled by 2 and brought down about 1 or 2 yards before the first down line. They're going to mark it 1 short. It's 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 on the Minnesota's own 46-yard line. We are 6 minutes into this second quarter, guys. Here we go. Justin Jefferson having a good day. 6th reception for 51 yards. If you got JJ, he might break out this week for you. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Here we go, guys. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. We got a bunch on the left side. He hands it off to Mason, who's going to try to run it up the middle. Ooh, and it's going to be close. They might have stopped him. It's going to be an eye. They're going to have to bring the chains out for this because this is going to be a close one. It could be a virtual measure. I don't even know if they have that there. I don't even know if we got virtual measurements in Dublin. Officials call a timeout. They got to review the play. We're going to find out that this is a first down in just a moment, y'all. But if not, it's going to bring up a big 4th and 1 midfield. And it's just in that questionable area where do we go for it? It would keep them just out of field goal position on the possession if they gave it up. Yeah, I'm really curious where exactly they mark this. Oh, no. His helmet passed the first line, but that ball did not. They're going to mark him 9 inches short. 9 inches. Sometimes that's all it takes, man. Sometimes that's all it takes. Here we go, guys. 4th and inches. Minnesota on their own 46-yard line. They are going to go for it. Offense is out on the field. Here we go. Big 4th down. Big 4th down on their own side of the field. 8 minutes left of the second quarter, guys. You think they're going to hard count, Mario? Well, they are stacked like they are, but they could hand this off. Oh, they got motion. Carson Wentz under center. And he hands it off to Mason. Oh, and he broke through the middle. Oh, that's a beautiful gain. Here we go. First down, Minnesota Vikings. Good job. Good job, guys. Heck yeah. Jordan Mason gets the 9-yard rush right up the middle. Oh, he broke out a little on the right side, but that's a beautiful little run. Good job, Minnesota Vikings, to keep possession of the ball. And they're going to move it past midfield now.
And honestly, good job by the Steelers defense to not give up a touchdown because that was going.
Yeah, he could have broke all the way. They did have the safeties back, so they just in case. It's 1st and 10 on the Pittsburgh 45-yard line. They pass to the left side. I can't see who got that reception. Let's see. That was going to be Scott. Oh, that is the backup running back for the Minnesota Vikings. Zay Scott, I think his name was. I think it was Zay Scott. Let's see. Running back. Xavier Scott. My apologies. Not Zay Scott. My apologies. Xavier Scott with a nice little reception right there. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 7 on the Pittsburgh 42-yard line. Carson Wentz under center. We got one back, and he hands it off on a toss, and he's moving to the right side. Ooh, and he gets drilled. Hard shoulder brings him down 1 yard before the line of scrimmage, and that'll go down as a loss. 3rd and 8. That was once again a handoff. Oh, the previous one was a little pass to Scott, but Xavier Scott got that ball again. Mason sidelined at the moment, giving him a break, but Scott is not doing the same performance currently. That'll go down as a loss. So that'll bring up 3rd and 8 on the Pittsburgh 43-yard line. They need like 5 more yards for a field goal if they want to get in position. 8 more yards for a first down. Shotgun formation, takes the height, passes it up the center. Oh, and a buffed pass. Oh, my God, that was awful. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to pick it off. Interception by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Carson Wentz, I think he threw it to him. Oh, that was such a terrible pass. It must have slipped out of his hands or a tip. What happened? Carson Wentz, that was nowhere. Addison wide open in the middle of the field. He had 2 defenders to his left and his right. But he had space right here, and he threw it here. Oh. That's an interception. Interception. I'm not sad. I'm disappointed.
Okay, all right. It's going here. He's a little disappointed in his Minnesota Vikings. I'm a little impressed right now by these Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers looking very good defensively here. Already a couple bags against Carson Wentz. Already an interception. They had a scoop and score early in the game that got brought back. So, yeah, bro, it's been pretty good defensively. Carson Wentz had a fluke game, I think. The way it's looking right now, it feels like Carson Wentz.
The Bengals are in shambles right now.
Yeah, but fair. Okay, that's fair. So anybody could have beat the Bengals defense at that point. And with Jake Browning unable to produce points, we all kind of expected the Vikings to win.
Bengals are looking like house cats right now.
I am surprised. I am surprised that they gave the advantage to the Minnesota Vikings despite the fact that they have Carson Wentz as the starting quarterback.
I think it's purely based off that international record with Kevin O'Connell, man. I think it's purely. It's 4-0 international record. I mean, it's hard to say who would be their first loss. And, I mean, the Pittsburgh Steelers haven't been the best team this season. But it's Aaron Rodgers, man.
Facts.
And he's very skilled at facing the Minnesota Vikings.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to this channel, during halftime, we like to do trivia quizzes. You'll hear the music change out here. Oh, yeah, this is going to be fun. So don't go anywhere during halftime. I will keep you guys entertained for those few minutes. I know the clock is still ticking over here, but I'll get that changed. Real quick, guys, I do want to do a quick shout out to everybody on this board. A couple new names on the VIP list. Shout out to Brandy. Shout out to Chi-Town. Shout out to Denise, Eileen, Gary, JT, Lou, Mike Gandelot, new championship member. Mike, if you're out there watching, thank you for joining. Lorinda, Purple Pixie Lorinda, thank you so much for your love and support. The one and only Robert Zamora here all day, every day. Love you, Robert. T Fish is with us, and Val and her crazy good life kicking it with us too. These are the folks who are helping support this channel on a monthly basis, guys. Thank y'all so much. Shout out to the championship level. Another shout out here to the touchdown level, guys. Courtney, David, Jeremy, Joel, John, Michelle, Minimal Animal, Nina White, Rayzilla back on the list. He left for a couple of weeks. He's back. You're back, Rayzilla, and he's a Steelers fan. We got Rhonda here. We got Send It, Shiva75 in the Dusty Attic. By the way, Send It, if you're watching this live stream, please reach out to me. You won a prize during the last members only raffle. And then, of course, I've actually shrunk down this list, guys. We're making it now more exclusive. If you've been a First Down member for 90 days, your name will be on this list. We'll bring this up later, but we got action on the field. Here we go.
Here we go, guys. Pittsburgh Steelers with the ball. 1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line, and they're going to pass it over to the left side. Oh, I see. I lost our drive chart. That's my bad, guys. I didn't realize that was the web page. I scrolled. That is my bad. All right, guys. Aaron Rodgers with a nice little pass to the left side, gained about 7 yards, and that'll be hitting Washington on that little route, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 3 for the Pittsburgh Steelers at their own 39-yard line. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun formation, single back, 2 receivers right. Is he going to air it out to DK again after that last one? No, he's going to hand it off to Kenneth Gainwell to run up the middle for a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. First down, Pittsburgh Steelers, guys. We only have 5 minutes left of this half. Let's see if anyone could put any more points on the board. Minnesota Vikings defense needs to pull out right now and just and just protect their side of the field, man. They got to keep them before this 50. Here we go. 1st and 10. Rodgers shotgun, single back. We got 2 right, same formation. Pittsburgh on their own 43. Here we go. Looking left. Oh, and a pass to nobody. Hits the ground between 2 wide receivers. Luckily, they were even near there. They would have got a flag. And that'll be an incomplete pass, bringing up a 2nd and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're at the 43-yard line, guys. Not too much time left in this half. Don't worry, though. We have plenty of entertainment for y'all. If you guys haven't been here during halftime before, we do trivia quizzes. We don't have any crazy musical halftime show, but we have a fun one. Here we go, guys. Aaron Rodgers handing it off on a toss to Kenneth Gainwell. Powers through the Minnesota defense, makes it all the way to the 48 on the Minnesota side of the field. That'll go down as a 9-yard gain. 9-yard gain for Kenneth Gainwell, bringing up a 3rd and 1 on the Minnesota 48-yard line. They're showing DK Metcalf right now. 4 receptions for 122 yards. What? Averaging 30 yards a reception? Get out of town, man. I mean, the majority came off that 65 yards after catch reception. But here we go. Aaron Rodgers under center. Hands it off to Gainwell again, who's going to punch it right through the middle to bring up a Pittsburgh Steelers 1st down. Here we go, guys. Clock is hot. We have 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. Oh, there is a flag on the field. Teams are, Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers are pushing each other around a little bit. Little friendly argument. Might not be friendly too much longer. But here we go. Oh, man, yeah. Skarnek. Skarnek started something, and Murphy Jr. ended it. He pushed him down, tossed him like a rag doll. He did look like he was trying to milk it a little bit, like a soccer player. He's out here playing the wrong football. I guess Europe made him start faking injuries. Here we go, guys. We got a personal foul. Oh, get out of here. Oh, there. That was Smith? No, that was Murphy Jr. He's saying I was retaliating after the original push. Oh, man, that's not good. That's going to go down as a personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. 15-yard penalty, guys. 15-yard penalty and a 1st down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 on the Minnesota's 32. We are very close to the red zone, y'all. Pittsburgh Steelers almost guaranteed at least 3 points right now as long as they can air it out. But we'll see what happens. 1st and 10. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left of this 1st half. Rodgers under center. Single back. That's not Gainwell, but he tosses it to the left side for about a 1-yard gain. That was Caleb Johnson once again, the 3rd-string running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, getting his chance today with Jalen Warren out. So we're going to bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 for the Pittsburgh Steelers on the Minnesota 31-yard line. 3 minutes left of the 2nd quarter. The clock is ticking. This rate, the Minnesota Vikings will not have a chance to receive the ball, to get the ball again. Here we go, guys. Aaron Rodgers, shotgun formation. 2 receivers on each side, single back. We got motion. And, ooh, he just beats the play clock. Dancing in the pocket. Oh, a little pass to Caleb Johnson, and he just drops it. Butterfingers, y'all. Butterfingers. It was a little swing pass to the left side. No defenders around. There's no reason he shouldn't have caught that. That's embarrassing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9, guys, on the Minnesota 31. Pittsburgh Steelers trying to get this into the red zone. Need 9 yards to move the chains. Rodgers, shotgun formation. Gainwell back on the field. We got 3 receivers right, 1 left. Play clock down to 2. Here we go. He hikes the ball. Looking right, looking left, scrambling in the pocket, scrambling still. Oh, he's running it. Aaron Rodgers running the ball. Oh, and he drops it. It pops out. Holy cow, that was crazy. Aaron Rodgers, I didn't know he could still run. He sprinted up the middle for about a 12-yard gain. Wow, look at that, Aaron Rodgers. I'm impressed. I didn't know he could run that fast. That was phenomenal. Good job. He did almost fumble the ball. It did go down as a fumble. I thought it hit the ground and it popped out. Yeah, I thought he was down by contact, but that ball, yeah, it slipped out, and the Pittsburgh Steelers were able to retain. Oh, no, that was a strip. That was Greenard with the strip, but the bounce was in favor of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He got it on a one bouncer midair. That was actually a really good scoop by the offensive lineman for the Pittsburgh Steelers to retain possession. That could have been bad. And that's going to bring up 1st and 10, guys. 1st and 10. The Steelers just got another first down. First down, Steelers. We have only 2 minutes left. We're currently in the 2-minute warning. How we doing, guys? How we doing? Let's see the chat. How we doing? Nice to hear a football game from John Paul. Jesus, first down. Edward Barber. This is the life of a Vikings fan. Believe me, man. I understand.
So what made you a Vikings fan?
Oh, what made me a Vikings fan? It's not as magical as it may sound. I was a young kid. Me and my brother, we had an NFL game. If you all remember the N64 NFL Blitz game, that's what we played quite a bit as children. We probably shouldn't, because we were murdering each other with these superstar players and passing it 100 yards for no reason. But I was a kid. The Vikings guy looked cool. I liked that guy, and then I started playing with him. And on that game, I had Dante Culpepper and Randy Moss, and I mean, that's enough said, right? You know, like I was 6 years old, just clicking a button and airing it out. I was like, these guys are good.
That's a good story.
We are currently in a commercial break, y'all, from the 2-minute warning. We will be back to the action in just a minute. Steelers in the red zone trying to put up another touchdown, make it 21-3, which I don't hope happens. But that's all right. See you later saying Blitz was awesome. It was awesome, man. And if you never played the newer ones, the ones that came out for the Xbox about like a decade ago, those were violent. Very violent. What up, Betty Davis, Body, Jesus, Lil Snoop, Cyber, Paper Plane, Michael Hart Jr. Everyone doing good? How we doing, guys? Huh? What up, y'all? I do got to start fist bumping more, guys. I don't fist bump enough. I'm not fist bumping, y'all. I got to give you guys the respect you deserve. We're homies now, you know? There's a ton of y'all here with love for Football Nation, just like we have. We all have love for Football Nation here, and I got to respect that. That's all right. We'll get better. I'm here for y'all. Next week, Steelers are getting their bye. They've got a Week 5 bye after their international game. Vikings got to do one more international game before. Here we go, guys. 2-minute warning is over. 1st and 10. Pittsburgh Steelers on the Minnesota 15. Red zone. We got the I formation. Aaron Rodgers under center. Fakes the handoff to Kenneth Gainwell. Passes it out to the left side. Here we go. Breaks 2 tackles. Who was that? That was Washington. Huh? Oh, my bad, bro. Here we go, guys. That was Darnell Washington, tight end for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not Jonnu Smith, not Pat Freiermuth. It was their third-string tight end, Darnell Washington, number 80, caught that reception. That was a 5-yard gain. We're going to bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He did go out of bounds, which stopped the clock at 1 minute and 53 seconds left. Steelers at the 10-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, shotgun, hikes the ball. Ooh, and he's sacked. He's brought down, torn down. He almost broke that tackle, but he ripped him apart, and that'll bring up 3rd and 15 after a 10-yard loss. Ooh, Rodgers got wrecked right there. He pulled him down like a rag doll. Ooh. Oh, man. That sack is gonna be credited to Redmond. Redmond with the sack. Look at that, just tears him down. Ooh,
That looked like a horse collar to me.
Mario saying horse collar, but these eyes are blind right now, so I didn't see that. Go Vikings. We got 1:49 left, y'all. 3rd and 15. The Vikings are going to take a timeout here in hopes of getting the ball back one more time before the end of the half. So that's 2 timeouts remaining for both teams, guys. We have 2 timeouts remaining. It's 3rd and 15 on the Minnesota 20 now. Looks like the Steelers got maybe even pushed out of the red zone by inches. They're on the edge of the red zone. 3rd 15. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun formation. Single back takes the hike. Looking center, and he catches Gainwell in the middle. Gainwell in open space. Breaks a tackle. Gets about an 8-yard gain before he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Nope, the 12-yard line. My apologies, y'all. Got my 5-yard line markers wrong. Kenneth Gainwell's going to get a 8-yard gain. Bring him to the 12-yard line, but that is going to bring up a 4th and 7. Pittsburgh Steelers on a 4th and 7. Minnesota Vikings are going to take their 2nd timeout, stopping the clock at 1 minute and 42 seconds. The Vikings, yes, they need to get this score a little smaller, man. This field goal, if they get the field goal here, that's going to be a even 2-possession game. 2-touchdown game.
We saw a bunch of block kicks last week.
That was a ton of block kicks. There was like, how many? Like 6?
A lot.
There was a lot of block kicks last week. But here we go, guys. Chris Boswell lined up for the field goal. Looks like it's going to be a 30-yarder. A little chip in for Chris Boswell. And it's blocked! Oh my goodness! It blocked the field goal! Holy, Mario called it! Another field goal block! Oh, that's what we needed to see.
I told you, bro.
Oh, get your rally caps on, y'all. Wow, how did he get in there that fast? What is going on? Did they change rules for field goal offensive blocking or something? Because people are blocking kicks everywhere. And Minnesota's going to get the ball. It's going to be first down on their own. I'm going to have to see where they place the ad. It looks like it might be the 9-yard line. Wow, I can't believe you called that.
I can't believe I just called that, bro. Let's go.
Mario called a block kick. What in the world? First block kick of the day. First block kick of the day, guys. It's still 9:40 in the morning. This game is happening in Ireland. Ireland right now. It is broad daylight over there. Nobody's getting up for work right now. They are just enjoying football.
Are you enjoying football?
I'm enjoying football, man. I love football. Are y'all enjoying football? It is a little early. I do understand that. It's early, and I am yelling at all of you. But I was told that I should be yelling, so I'm going to keep yelling.
Your yelling sounds like talking.
All right. My yelling sounds like talking. Perfect. Just keep on yelling then, guys. It's going to be first down for the Minnesota Vikings here after this commercial break. They are going to get one more chance to bring it down the field before the end of this first half. They do have one timeout remaining. They got one timeout. They got the receivers there that'll help them get there. Addison, Naylor, Thielen, Justin Jefferson. They need to see some action, get those sideline catches, get out of bounds, move this down the field. It's really going to come down to this first play, though, as long as they don't get hurt or sacked and get too close to the end zone. Yeah, God forbid a safety this before the half. I do not want to see that. I think it's first and I think they starting at the 9-yard line. I'm still waiting on the update, but I believe it's the 9-yard line. So they got 91 yards to gain. 91 yards to gain in hopes of making the differential on this game a little smaller. They want to get 10-14 would be ideal. I'll take a 14-6 game. That would make it one possession with a 2-point conversion. At least a field goal is what we really need right now. They are showing the replay on this block kick, and I want to see how quickly this guy gets in. Yeah, the left lineman for the special teams blockers just missed. He did not block him. Who was that? That was Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth blown his block so bad. Didn't even touch the guy on the left end. That's how he broke it and blocked that kick. But here we go, guys. 1st and 10. Minnesota Vikings on their own 9-yard line. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation, hoping to get it out of this danger zone. And he drops back, makes a pump fake, sends it out right up the middle. Who got that catch?
To the 20-yard line.
Xavier Scott, the backup running back, got that reception, and that's going to go down as a first down, Minnesota Vikings. Oh, there is a flag, though. For some reason, the clock is still ticking, even though there's a flag. So they'll probably reset that in a minute. Oh, penalty on Pittsburgh. On Harmon, roughing the passer. Oh, man, that is not what the Steelers needed. That is not what the Steelers needed. Roughing the passer on the Pittsburgh. Oh, yeah, he palmed him right in the dome. I mean, it wasn't too hard, but that was hand to the face, and that is going to be enough to throw down that flag for roughing the passer. So that'll be a 15 yards enforced, and that's huge. And that's going to be enforced at the Minnesota 19 after the gain by Xavier Scott. So that's going to give him 30. It's going to put him on the 34-yard line, y'all. Dang, that was big. That was huge. They got 25 yards right there off that. 25 yards. Yeah, it was a 10-yard gain, and then the 15-yard. 25 yards right there. Moving up the field now. Minnesota Vikings with a much better chance at getting points on the board. Minute and 30 left of this first half. 1st and 10, 34-yard line. Minnesota, Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. Receivers everywhere. And he's dancing in the pocket. He looks left, airs it out. Oh, and he drops the ball. Oh, man, Xavier Scott. Xavier Scott should have had that, man. He looked like he gave up on that pass. He thought it was too out of reach, and he looked like he slowed down. Just barely doesn't get his fingers on it. He was wide open on that left side, y'all. Dang, that would have been nice, and he could have got out of bounds. That would have been perfect. Unfortunate. But you can't let it get you down. We got 2nd and 10 now for the Minnesota Vikings on their own 34-yard line. Here we go. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. Single back. We got 3 wide receivers right. Here we go. Big blitz from the Steelers, and he passes out to JJ up the middle, and JJ makes the catch, brings in the catch. And that's going to go down as a 17-yard gain for Justin Jefferson, but the clock is ticking. First down, Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10 on the Pittsburgh 49. They broke the half-field marker, and they're trying to get in field goal range now. Looking left is Carson Wentz. Here we go. And he's scrambling all the way to the right side of the field. Carson Wentz airs it out, and it hits Xavier Scott. Does he make the catch? And they calls it a reception. On the sideline, Xavier Scott makes that catch after missing the last reception, and that's going to bring the clock down to about 1 minute on the dot. 2nd and 3 for the Minnesota Vikings. On the Pittsburgh 42, the clock is stopped. We have 1 minute remaining in this first half, guys. 1 minute remaining. The Vikings need to do this. They need to make it happen. It was an enormous catch from JJ. If they didn't get that, it was looking bleak. We are now in just barely field goal range. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. Takes the height, scrambles, dodges the tackle, passes left. JJ wide open in space. Oh, he slipped and fell. But that'll still go down as a big reception again to JJ. Justin Jefferson with a 29-yard gain. That'll bring up another Minnesota Vikings first down. He could have scored right there, guys. He only had one defender between him and the end zone, but he slipped and fell. And that'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings on the 13-yard line. In the red zone, Carson Wentz takes the height, looking left, makes a little pitch to the right side for Xavier Scott, and Xavier Scott's brought down 2 yards before the line of scrimmage. Bringing up a 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, guys, for the Minnesota Vikings. I believe they are going to take their final timeout here. Yeah, they are going to take their final timeout here. Ooh. Misclick. We lost our stats for a second there, guys. That's my apology. Here we go. 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 for the Minnesota Vikings on the Pittsburgh 15-yard line. They're in the red zone. They're trying to make this a 4-point game, maybe even go for the 2-point conversion to make it 3. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, I see you, Michael Hart Jr. I can't believe he slipped either. He was so angry. He was so angry. He was pounding the ground after he made that slip. Justin Jefferson, 8 receptions currently for 97 yards. 2nd and 12. Minnesota on the 15-yard line. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. Single back, takes the hike, looking left, passes left. Oh, and he drops the pass. Was that Hawkinson? TJ Hawkinson's first target of the game. Hits him in the chest, bounces out, and he's going to go down with a pass drop. Incomplete. Incomplete. 3rd and 12. 20 seconds left of the first half. Oh, man. I'm excited, man. I feel it. I think my hair's standing up right now. You can't tell. It's like a ghost limb, you know? I could feel it. It's not there, but I feel it. Here we go, guys. 3rd and 12. 15-yard line. Minnesota. Only a few plays left. This is their last couple chances. Carson Wentz airs it out. Oh, that's a dangerous pass. Oh, what an awful pass, dude. I know he was throwing it away, but it was a little too close for comfort. Oh, and that's going to go down as an incomplete. He tried to air it out to Jordan Addison or throw it away, but the Pittsburgh Steelers almost intercepted that in the end zone, but he couldn't keep both feet in. That was a bad pass, man. All right. Looks like the Minnesota Vikings are going to line up for a field goal. Maybe get 6 points on the board altogether before the end of this first half. Reichard lining up for a 33-yard field goal. Man, I really wish the Vikings scored right there, a touchdown. Whoa! Whoa! What was that? Offsides by Jalen Ramsey by, I don't know, 3 seconds? Nobody moved, and he was just standing in front of the. Look at this. This is hilarious. Nobody hiked the ball, and he's just there. Jalen Ramsey standing in front of Reichard before the the snap holder even grabs it. Oh no! What are you doing, man? He's hearing things. I guess it must be a little loud there in Ireland, and that's gonna move it 5 yards forward. 33-yard field goal attempt turns into a 28-yard field goal attempt. Wasn't close enough for them to go for it, though. And that is going to be good. Field goal for the Minnesota Vikings. Brings the score 14-6 before the half. We do still have a little bit of time left in this half. 12 seconds. Steelers to receive the kickoff here in just a minute. I do not believe the Steelers are going to get too much of a chance here. But they could make it happen. They have 2 timeouts. There's 12 seconds. That's enough time for 2 passes that are really well placed on the sideline. And we all know Aaron Rodgers hits those sideline passes. I remember him hitting Devontae Adams on those sidelines so many times. New channel member? Welcome to First Down, Pam Kovac. What a pleasure it is to have you here. Thank you so much. That is correct, Charles Wood. The score is Pittsburgh 14, Minnesota 6.
Terrible towels, baby, says Gerald. What about it, Gerald? What up, Gerald? I see you out there, bro.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. We got 12 seconds left in this first half. Steelers to get this kickoff here in just a moment. Waiting on Reichard. Final seconds. Final seconds. I'm thinking the Steelers don't go too risky here.
I think they kneel it.
I think they maybe do a.
They have to kick off.
We'll see. We'll see. And all right, Steelers get the kickoff here. He's going to grab it right outside the end zone and bring it back to about the 24-yard line before being brought down. And that'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Steelers at the 24-yard line. All right. All right, guys. Don't you go nowhere. In just a moment, we are going to have our halftime trivia quiz where Mario will be returning for just a moment to quiz y'all on your NFL knowledge. Do your best, guys. I make the quizzes now. And personally, my goal is to make it so you don't win. I'm trying very hard to get some vague questions in there. But here we go. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 6 seconds remaining. I'm imagining they kneel the ball here. Yeah, it looks like they're in the kneel formation, and they do. And that'll bring us to halftime. Pittsburgh Steelers currently leading 14-6. What a half for football.
What a half for football.
But here, guys, I am going to hand you over to Mario for this quiz. I will be right back.
Sweet. Well done, dude. Good, solid first half from our boy Santino out here. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. I know it's early today. I know we've got a big day of football ahead, but it is time for our trivia quiz. So let's jump into this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you guys 10 questions, and your job is to try and get them right. If you get all 10 right, then you do get kudos, but that's about it. Either way, this should be fun. Let's start with question number 1. Question number 1, ladies and gentlemen, what is the name of the Minnesota Vikings mascot? Is it A, Victor? Is it B, Odin? Or is it C, Thor? What is the name of the Minnesota Vikings mascot? Go ahead and plug in your answers now. Again, no penalties for wrong answers. No penalties for wrong answers. What do you guys think the answer is right now? What's going on, Spike D? What's going on, Francois? I'm right here, Francois. Thanks for checking in. You guys checking in with the letter A. Those of you who guessed the letter A would be right, guys. His name is Victor. His name is Victor. He's been the official mascot for the Minnesota Vikings since the year 2007, and obviously is known for his Norse-themed outfit out here. So, simple question. I got a couple easy ones up front, guys, and we're going to get into some more challenging questions. Question number 2, guys. How many Super Bowls have the Pittsburgh Steelers won? Is the answer A, 5? Is the answer B, 6? Or is the answer C, 7? How many Super Bowls have the Pittsburgh Steelers won? A, B, or C? Go ahead and plug in your answers out there. No penalties from wrong answers. Shout out to you guys. Yes, I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'll be covering the next 3 games for you guys on today's slate. The answer to question number 2 is 6. Ooh, look at all those rings, baby. Look at all those rings. I wish I had that many rings. J-Lo's got that many rings. 1974, 75, 78, 79, 2005, and 2008 are the 6 Super Bowl champions there for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's move on to question number 3, shall we? Question number 3, the word skull. Skull is famously used as the rallying cry for the Minnesota Vikings, but what does skull actually mean? Does it mean A, cheers? Does it mean B, honor? Or does it mean C, victory? What does skull mean? A, B, or C? Go ahead and plug in your answers now. Mixed bag of questions, or mixed bag of responses here. The answer is actually A, cheers. Skull. You can see it right there. Cheers to you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this game. Maybe you're watching it with a pint of Guinness, depending on your geographical location. Right now it's 10 a.m. here in San Antonio, Texas. So we're drinking coffee for now. Let's move on to question number 4. Cheers, guys. Skull. Question number 4. Who holds the Pittsburgh Steelers record for the most receiving yards in one single season? Is it A, Hines Ward? Is it B, Santonio Holmes? Or is it C, Antonio Brown? Which of these 3 guys holds the Pittsburgh Steelers' single season receiving record? A, B, or C? You got time. Don't worry, no need to sweat. Plug in your answers. I'll tell you what it is. The answer is Charlie. Actually, it's Antonio. Antonio Brown, guys. Antonio Brown with the most single-season receiving yards, over 1,800 yards in the 2015 season. 1,834 to be exact. Let's move on to question number 5. Question number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Which Minnesota Vikings player went on to become a Supreme Court justice after playing football? Was it A, Chris Dolman? Was it B, John Randall, or is it C, Alan Page? One of the things I love about football is that the guys who play football go on to be leaders, and you can see that in this question alone here. Which of these guys went on to become a Supreme Court justice? Some of y'all may have seen this answer before. The answer is Alan Page, ladies and gentlemen. Alan Page, who played for the Minnesota Vikings, went on to become a Supreme Court justice in Minnesota after football. He was elected to the court in 1992, becoming the first African American to ever serve justice in Minnesota. Facts. Let's move on to question number 6. Here we go, guys. Question number 6. Which Pittsburgh Steelers head coach has the most career wins? Is it A, Chuck Noll? Is it B, Bill Cowher? Or is it C, Mike Tomlin? Which of these Pittsburgh Steelers head coaches have the most career wins? Not the highest winning percentage. The most actual career wins, guys. Those of y'all checking in with Chuck Noll, you guys would be correct. The legendary head coach Chuck Noll coached the team from 1969, giggity, to 1991, and he picked up 209 total wins as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the answer is A. Let's move on to question number 7. I've got just a handful more here. Kevin O'Connell, head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, played quarterback in the NFL for 4 years. Which team drafted Kevin O'Connell? Was it A, the Detroit Lions? Was it B, the New England Patriots? Or was it C, the San Diego Chargers? Yes, Kevin O'Connell is the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, but he was also a player in the NFL. Which team drafted him? Which team drafted him? You got about 2 seconds to plug in your answers, guys. The answer is the fact that he played behind Tom Brady. New England Patriots picked him up in the 3rd round of the 2008 draft. So he was a 3rd-round pick, 94th overall, and he obviously didn't get a whole lot of playing time behind Tom Brady. So he ended up becoming coach. Things seem to be working out pretty well for him here. Question number 8, y'all. Which Pittsburgh Steelers player ran as the Republican candidate for governor of Pennsylvania in 2006? Another true story. Is it A, Lynn Swann? Is it B, Franco Harris? Or is it C, Thurgood Marshall? Which of these Pittsburgh Steelers players ran for governor of Pennsylvania in 2006? Which of these players ran for governor of Pennsylvania in 2006? The answer is Lynn Swann. The answer is A. Great job, Quaking Aspen. Good job, Gas. I see a couple of y'all with the correct answers out there. Lynn Swann ran for governor in 2006. Although he was a high-profile candidate, ultimately he did not win the race. But you know what? You can't win them all. Let's move on to question number 9. I got 2 more questions for you guys, and then Santino will come back in to give you the recap of the first half. Question number 9. Who holds the Minnesota Vikings franchise record for the most career receiving yards? Is it A, Randy Moss? Is it B, Adam Thielen? Or is it C, Chris Carter? I'll read the question again because the wording matters. Who holds the Vikings franchise record for the most career receiving yards? Not in one season, not in one game. A, B, or C? A few of y'all got it right. The answer is Chris Carter. 12,383 receiving yards during his career with the Minnesota Vikings. The answer is Chris Carter. Sorry, Moss fans. Not saying that Moss isn't a legend, just saying that he doesn't hold that record. Final question. Question number 10, guys. Who holds the Pittsburgh Steelers all-time record for receiving yards? Who is the Pittsburgh Steelers all-time receiving leader? Is it A, Hines Ward? Is it B, Antonio Brown? Or is it C, John Stallworth? A, B, or C, folks? What do you think the answer is here? Careful on those wires. That's how I brought down the internet the other day. Final question, guys. The answer to question number 10 is Hines Ward. Good job, guys. Well done. Someone said Troy Polamalu. I love it. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for doing this live trivia quiz with us. I'm just trying to keep y'all entertained during halftime. Halftime is nearly over, though, folks. Looks like we've got about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in halftime. Quick shout-outs to those of y'all who are here. One more time, we will be doing postseason baseball coming up soon. And again, guys, I will be live for the next 3 games in a row. So I'm going to hand these headphones right back over to Santino. He's going to finish this show so I can save my voice for the rest of the day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for being such great guests and being such an awesome crowd. I'm going to hand this over. You guys are in good hands. We'll catch up with you guys after this game.
What up, y'all? How did we do on the trivia quiz, guys? Did we enjoy it? Did we have fun? Did anyone ace it? THM Movies saying he aced it. Nice. Very good job, everyone. Very good job. We'll be right back into football here in just a moment, guys. About 2.5 minutes. Minnesota scheduled to receive the kickoff at halftime. Let's talk about what happened in this first half, guys. Carson Wentz currently 16 for 20 with 154 passing yards and 1 interception. Aaron Rodgers, on the other hand, 12 for 14 with 165. 6 less passes, 10 more yards, and a touchdown on Rodgers' side. On the rushing game, Kenneth Gainwell, currently 5 rushes for 24 yards. Mason, 9 rushes for 28 yards. The run game has not been established on either side of the field too hard. However, Gainwell did get a touchdown early on. On the receiving side of the end, guys, Justin Jefferson is currently leading the Minnesota Vikings in receiving, 8 for 8 with 97 yards. Addison right behind him, 2 for 3 with 27. DK Metcalf on the Steelers is having a crazy game. Did you guys see that big old 65, it was an 80-yard receiving touchdown, actually. It was a 65-yard run after the catch, which he broke out in midfield and tore up the Minnesota defense, which I did not enjoy seeing at all. All right. Right behind Metcalf, believe it or not, the second leader in receiving is also Kenneth Gainwell. He's leading the team in rushing and second in receiving. We got about a minute left until kickoff for the second half, guys. The possession time currently, Minnesota is leading possession, believe it or not. Minnesota has kept the ball for 17 minutes and 44 seconds of this game, but has not even been able to score a single touchdown. Game's not over. They will receive the ball at half after getting that last second field goal to put some points on the board. Yep. 1 of 6 for third downs. Like we talked about, Minnesota's third down conversion rate was bad. Was very bad. Oh, I got the background still up. Let me see. Let me get the OBS going. Things moved while I was gone, guys. One moment. All right, we got the main feed. We'll get the drive chart. Actually, I'll put the drive chart and stats so you can see what I'm talking about right now. We don't need the touchdown sound, though. All right. Drive chart. And then we go here. And then we go here. Very nice. As you can see, guys, our stats are right to my, well, it's my right, your left. Or my left, your right. Regardless, the stats are right there. It's confusing, guys. You may not know, but when you're doing the stream, everything is mirrored. So unless you're used to it, it's pretty confusing. But as you can see, Jordan Mason, Kenneth Gainwell, leading in rushing, Justin Jefferson, DK Metcalf. If you guys got fantasy football going, this is your stats. These are your points. Justin Jefferson doing phenomenal today. 8 receptions. If you got PPR, he's got what? 17 points right now with 0 touchdowns. That's incredible. DK Metcalf, 4 receptions, 122 yards. That's 12. That's 16. Plus a 6 for a touchdown. You're looking at 22 points. DK Metcalf killing it today. Man, that catch and run was so good from him. I was so impressed by it. I love seeing DK Metcalf in open space is a danger. Huh? Drop the mouse. Nice. Mario's showing me where he gets all his stats real quick. We got the defensive side up right now. 1 interception from Elliott. Who's got that 1 sack? Queen and Herbig both with a sack today on Carson Wentz. Whereas the Minnesota Vikings, I do believe they have a couple sacks. Redmond has 2 sacks today. Both sacks on Aaron Rodgers coming from Redmond, breaking out and bringing him down. Last sack he had, he turned Aaron Rodgers into a rag doll, pulled him down. Mario called horse collar, but not 100%. Am I a little quiet right now? My bad, Charlie Bronson. I'll try to project my voice a little better. We are working on the 2-mic situation. It's a little more difficult than you think. We just need another headset. We got the device to help us do double streams. Now we just need a little more equipment, and we will be there soon. Don't you worry about it. All right. Who do you guys think Minnesota's going to score on this first possession? They need to. I'm hoping for a touchdown with a 2-point conversion immediately after to make this a tied game, 14-14. I would love to see it. I would love to see a little more grit and a little more competitiveness up in here in Dublin, Ireland. Man, what a gorgeous place to be playing football, man. What a gorgeous place to be playing football. Dublin, Ireland. That's good. That's good. Mario said, may our bank accounts always be like the capital of Ireland. They be Dublin. May our bank accounts be Dublin. All right. Fellow plebs, this is my second casting game. This is my second one. I am the one partner. Me and Mario are a 2-man team for Football Nation. I've been majority doing the background work, technical, all the slides you see, all those stats. I'm the one making those in the back on Canva. However, we are back to football, y'all. It is the third quarter. Minnesota receiving the kickoff, and he's going to grab the ball, bring it back to the 25 to 30. He's going to be dropped at about the 32-yard line, and we are back in action. Football second half. It's 1st and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings on their own 32-yard line. And they need to put together their offense and get downfield and get a touchdown to tie up this game as quick as possible. Here we go, guys. Carson Wentz under center, single back, hands it off to Mason. He's going to get about a 3-yard gain before getting brought down. 3-yard gain for Jordan Mason. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7 at the Minnesota 35-yard line. 2nd and 7, guys. We are only 30 seconds into this second half so far, and we got plenty more football for you. Don't you go anywhere, guys. After this game, we have 3 more games back to back to back. Here we go. Carson Wentz, shotgun formation. Jordan Mason on the left. He goes out, takes a little swing route, and gets stuffed before the line of scrimmage again. Jordan Mason is getting tackled before this line of scrimmage a little more than I would prefer, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 11 for the Minnesota Vikings. It's going to go down as a 4-yard loss. The sun is in his eyes, Mario says. I don't think that's a good enough excuse since he passed it to the left. Here we go, 3rd and 11 from the Minnesota Vikings on their own 31-yard line. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. Jordan Mason's the single back. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. Scrambling in the pocket, looking middle. And he's getting brought down, and he does. Another sack comes from Herbig. Herbig with his 2nd sack of the game. However, there's a flag on the play, so let's see what they call. Holding on the offense, and that's going to end up being declined. Holding on Mason. That penalty will be declined, going down as a sack for Herbig. That's Herbig's 2nd sack of the game and the 3rd sack on Carson Wentz. He is now averaging 3 sacks a game. Ouch. Ouch, indeed. And that'll be a big 4th and 19 for Minnesota on their own 23, and they will, without a doubt, punt right back to punt the ball. Steelers in the back waiting for it, and let's see how far this one goes to the 40, the 30-yard line on the Steelers side of the field. He gets the ball. Oh, does a little spin move, and it looks like he would lose yards from the point of catch. Yeah, that's going to go down as a negative 4-yard punt return. Negative 4 yards. Should have just called the fair catch. What are you going to do? We are going into a commercial break. When we are back, Pittsburgh Steelers will get the ball 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. That's not a good start from the Vikings in the second half. They're a fourth-quarter team, though. Fourth-quarter team.
Oh, is that what you're calling it? Is that what you're saying?
Sasquatch says Carson Wentz. Ouch. Carson Wentz. Gotta love that steel curtain, says Michael Price. The steel curtain showed up today in Ireland. That's for dang sure. T.M. Martin saying Wentz keeps that starter role. I just hope he performs well. I just want the Vikings to do well. And as of now, he's averaging getting sacked 3 times a game. That's not necessarily only his fault. But if it's coming, you got to get rid of that ball. John saying, as a Chiefs fan, Wentz was awful in his only start last year in Week 17. I mean, Wentz, since his time in Philly, has been all over the NFL. He's been traded to about 4 teams since then. We are currently in a commercial break now. Pittsburgh Steelers getting the ball immediately, or have the ball when we get back, and they'll be trying to drive it up the field starting at their own 25-yard line. We are 2 minutes into this third quarter. Paulina saying, go Steelers, go. Ramsey, after a huge win yesterday last week, the Vikings are playing terrible. Well, they are facing a much better defense this week. A much better defense. The Bengals look like domestic cats out there, where the Steelers brought the curtain back from ages gone.
One good defensive player, and that's it. They have one. That's Hendrickson. That's it. That's
Yeah, man. He may have led the league in sacks, but what are you going to do? All right, here we go, guys. We're about to get back to the action. Vikings should put JJ in, says Sasquatch. As far as I know, he is still marked as on the injured list, and it's going to be a questionable return next week. Questionable indeed. Minnesota needs to bring back Carter and Moss. If only that were possible. If only. All righty, y'all. 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers out on the field. Lined up on their own 25-yard line. 13 minutes left of this third quarter. Under center, he hikes the ball, tosses it to the right side to Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell gets taken down before the line of scrimmage. And that'll go down as a 1-yard loss. Bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 on their own 24. Here we go. Here we go, guys. 2nd and 11. Rodgers back on the field. Yonder center. Single back. Way back. Gainwell waiting patiently. Ball handed off to him. Goes right up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Breaks a second tackle. Gets about a 7-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Pittsburgh Steelers on the 32-yard line. 3rd down. Here we go, guys. 3rd and 4 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Will they move the chains? We haven't seen a pass yet this quarter from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ran the ball twice in a row. I imagine they air it out right here to maybe even DK Metcalf. There he is. Here's DK Metcalf lined up on the left side of the field. 3 receivers left, single back. Rodgers in the shotgun formation. Play clock. He uses that play clock. And there goes Kenneth Gainwell on the right side. Aaron Rodgers flips it out right to the line of scrimmage to him, and he's going to get about a 1-yard gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down and 3. And I imagine they bring out the punt field, and that'll be another 3 and out for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Vikings defense redeemed themselves right there. redeem themselves. Here we go. Punt team out for the Steelers. Minnesota set to get the return. Here we go, and they get the ball at the 20-yard line. He did not call fair catch and gets drilled. There is a flag on the play, though, so we will see what that is. He caught that ball and immediately got brought down. Almost flipped and did a front flip from the contact. Ouch. I felt that in my kneecaps. Ouch. There is a flag, though, and I am waiting on the call from the flag. Oh, yeah, that's a legal block in the back. Dang. That's not cool, man. You can't blindside someone like that. You can't blindside someone like that. And that's going to be an illegal block in the back on the Minnesota Vikings. So that will bring them back. That happened at about the 20-yard line, and they are going to mark him down the first. It's going to be 1st and 10. Yeah. 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 10-yard line in their own red zone to start the possession. Not a good spot, but that's where they started on their last possession. They started on the 9-yard line, and they were able to put points on the board. We are on a commercial break, y'all. How we doing? Second half football. Sparky says volume down on the TV with Football Nation on blast. Best way to watch the game. Let's effing go, y'all. GTC Real saying, come on, Mason, let's go, man. I believe in you. I believe in Mason, too, man. He showed his stuff last week, and I'm hoping he busts back out there and kills it again. Quarterback comparison. Let's see, y'all. These were our stats for these two QBs going into today's game. Obviously, they are no longer the stats. Going into the game, Carson Wentz had almost a 200-yard game on his first and only start of the season. Aaron Rodgers averaging just under 200 yards a game for his first 3 games of the season. Carson Wentz has aired it out for about 150 pass yards today, so those numbers are probably going to grow, as is Aaron Rodgers having a solid passing game. The passing game today is good, guys. The rushing game is not there. Steelers look like they're going to hold on to that 63-yard per game rushing stat, and that sucks. That's not good. That's not a good stat, and that needs to grow. But Minnesota isn't doing much better. 33 rushing yards for Minnesota versus 42 for Steelers. The rush game has been shut down on both sides of the field, whereas the pass game has been doing phenomenal for both teams. Justin Jefferson, 97 yards. DK Metcalf, 122. Addison, 27. Gainwell, 21. What'd you say? He is 17 for 21. 17 for 21. It's about 75%-ish. 75% passing. Aaron Rodgers, 13 for 15. Doesn't need as many because with a few passes, he's getting large amounts of yards. 15 passes for 166 yards, averaging over 10 yards per reception on the Steelers' side of the field. But we're about to get back in the action, guys. Let's bring up this drive chart. We got Carson Wentz under center, fakes the handoff to Jordan Mason, scrambling in the pocket, sends it to the left. Ooh, and Addison just misses the pass on the left side of the field, bounced off his fingertips. And that'll bring up, oh. I didn't mean to touch the mouse. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings on their own 10-yard line. They need to get out of their own red zone. They've been in their red zone a little more than I would like today. Oh, it looks like there was a bit almost of a pass deflection from Cameron Hayward. He gave a touch on Carson Wentz's hand. Carson Wentz shaking his wrist. Looks like he's got a little pain there. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. Hands it off to Jordan Mason, who runs right up the middle and has his offensive line give him an extra push to get about 7 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Minnesota Vikings on their own 17-yard line. Here we go. We got the screen getting fixed right now. Don't you worry about it, y'all. We'll bring those stats right back. 3rd and 3 from the Minnesota Vikings. We are 5 minutes into this third quarter. Here we go. Carson Wentz shotgun formation, single back. Jordan Mason blocking this time. Oh, and he gets a little pass to the left side. He's going to hit Adam Thielen, and that's going to be a Minnesota Vikings first down. Here we go. Hey, it's Mario. Look at iPhone. Here we go, guys. That'll be a Minnesota first down. We're 1st and 10 on the Minnesota's 22-yard line. They're trying to put some more points on the board. Get this a little closer of a game. Here we go. Carson Wentz, shotgun, 1st and 10. Jordan Mason takes the handoff, who rushes about 9 yards. That was a quick little run up the middle. Breaks right through the pocket. 2nd and 1. Minnesota Vikings. 2nd and 1 on the Minnesota's 31-yard line. Minnesota out of their own red zone, driving up the field. Out of the danger zone. The danger zone. All right, I won't touch the mouse. Here we go, guys. 2nd and 1, Minnesota. 3rd and 1, Carson under center. Pass to the right side to Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason out in open field. Gets about a 12-yard gain, it looked like. 13-yard gain, they're going to call it. 13-yard gain. That's going to make it first down. Minnesota. 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 43-yard line. They are moving down the field.
That's momentum, man.
We got momentum, man. That's first down, first down, first down.
Forcing that 3 and out to start the second half.
I mean, they had that momentum after that first 3 and out, but it got stuffed by that scoop impossible score that got turned. That snuffed out all momentum. Here we go, guys. Mason on the bench right now with Xavier Scott out. Carson Wentz under center. Single back, 1 wide receiver left. Looks like he's going to hand it off to Xavier Scott on the left side, and he's going to get about a 2-yard gain before getting brought down. Bring up a 2nd and 8 on the Minnesota 45. We are 7 minutes into the third quarter. 2nd and 8. Yeah, it's just a one-possession game, y'all. One-possession game with the 2-point conversion. That's
potentially be the most important drive of the game.
Yes. Here we go, guys. Carson Wentz putting his plays together, giving his team some inspiration. He's in the shotgun formation, and they're going to hike the ball. Pass it to the left side. Ooh, pass bounced off. Addison again. Bounced off his fingertips. Yikes. Jonathan T.J. Hawkinson is playing. However, he's not had many targets. He's only had 1 target from my knowledge, which was an incomplete pass. It was not a fun drop. All right, guys. With that incomplete pass, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Minnesota Vikings on their own 45-yard line. They need this first down and a little more just to get him in field goal position. We got Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation, empty backfield. He's moving left. Oh, he thinks he's going to run it. He's sprinting, and Carson Wentz with a big scramble gets that. That's a first down. Holy cow, Carson Wentz with an 11-yard run. Didn't see anything he liked. But he saw a big old space on the left side of the field, and he took advantage of it. Good blocking by the Minnesota offense, at least on that left side, to allow Carson Wentz to get that first down. First down, Vikings. And that'll move them across midfield. Vikings now on the Pittsburgh 44 for the 1st and 10. Here we go. Carson Wentz under center, just beats the play clock. Ooh, tripped up. Oh, he's dodging tackles, but he didn't dodge that one. Oh, the ball's out. Oh, my goodness. That ball popped out. I don't know if that's going to be called a legitimate fumble, but it sure looked like it. That went flying. The Vikings did recover the ball. It looks like they're going to mark it at a 1-yard loss. 1-yard loss. Carson Wentz got absolutely smothered in the pocket. He never stood a chance right there. Dodged one tackle, but couldn't dodge the second and third.
That was a textbook safety blitz.
Yeah, man. They didn't stand a chance. Thank goodness Will Fries was able to recover that ball. Here we go. 2nd and 11. Carson Wentz under center. Fakes the handoff. Oh, no, and he gets sacked again. Back-to-back sacks from the Steelers defense. The curtain is unfolding.
They're dropping the curtain on today, bro.
Oh, man, guys. That's going to be a big 3rd and 16. And just as the Vikings got past midfield, they are moved immediately back. Right on the 50-yard line. Man, Steelers defense are just stacking sacks now. We'll go through all those sacks in just a minute. But here we go, 3rd and 16. Carson Wentz, shotgun formation. He's looking left. He's looking right. Up the middle. Oh, it's a pickoff! Deflected pass. DJ Watt with an interception. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's a carnival out there, and the Steelers are hosting. Oh, my goodness. Carson Wentz sacked. Carson Wentz sacked. Carson Wentz picked off. Oh, what an awful half. What an awful half of that possession. First half went so well. As soon as they broke that midfield, everything came crashing down for the Minnesota Vikings. TJ Watt's adrenaline running. Carson Wentz disappointment all over the face. Wow. Oh, wow, guys. Holy crap. Oh, yeah, guys, Steelers fans, your defense is showing up. Are y'all in the chat? I haven't seen any yellow and black in a long time. Can you guys drop some of that? Do we got some Steelers fans? I imagine we do. I mean, the Steelers are killing it now. Their defense are tearing it apart.
That's so much for that Minnesota momentum, says Spike.
Yeah, so much for that Minnesota momentum, man. It would look good until it didn't. Putting on a show in Ireland. Zach Cohn, hell of a drive chart that series. I see y'all's yellow and black. Let's see some more, guys. I mean, personally, I do prefer the purple and gold, but now's not really the time to drop it. If anything, it would dig deep. What's up, Al Pacheco? No Lozano. Steelers taking it home. Liam, let's go. Jung Denari, we here, he says. That steel curtain held up again. All right. Hey, there's the purple and gold. Don't worry, Holmquist. It's not over till it's over. It's not over until it's over.
It's not over till it's over, bro. But it's pretty much over because the Pittsburgh Steelers defense is on fire. Let's go.
It looked like the
What's up?
GTC Real is asking who did that deflect off. I believe it deflected off of Cameron Hayward right before TJ Watt caught that ball. Cam Hayward got a hand up, left hand deflection, popped it in the air. TJ Watt brings it down and just celebrates. Let's be real. Yeah, man. Here I was saying the Vikings defense is going to be bringing the blitz, and the Steelers said that we're going to bring it too. We're going to bring it too. Brian, we see you, Flores, and we raise you 4 sacks. All righty, guys. Commercial break is about to be over. We are returning with the Steelers with the possession on Minnesota's side of the field. 1st and 10 for the Steelers on the Minnesota 35-yard line. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers, shotgun formation, single back motion from Freiermuth. Here we go. Hikes the ball. Bad snap, but he still gets it. Passes it up the middle to Washington, the tight end, with his 2nd reception of the day. Gets about a 7-8-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 2 at the Minnesota 27-yard line. They are very well into field goal position already, but they don't want just a field goal. They want to make it a much bigger lead. I thought TJ, that almost, yeah, they were showing that replay on that interception, and it looked like TJ Watt got his face mask almost torn off. probably the only reason he went down. It could have been a pick six. Here we go, guys. 2nd and 1. Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers shotgun takes the snap, hands it off to Gainwell. Gainwell goes left, keeps pushing and pushing. And he's going to get that first down. First down, Pittsburgh Steelers. They are now on the Minnesota 20-yard line. Is it time for the red zone? Red zone. Looks like my red zone was already on. Here we go. 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 20. They're showing the Pittsburgh defense discussing how they just tearing apart the offense on the Minnesota's team. Here we go, guys. 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers looks like he's going to be under center. Single back. Tosses it to the right to Kenneth Gainwell. Gainwell pushing right. Breaks one. Keeps pushing. Dang, he's running strong. Gainwell is bringing out the energy. Gets about a 7-yard gain before being brought down. It's going to be 2nd and 3 at the Minnesota 13-yard line. Oh, man. They got a chance for one more first down before it's a goal. We'll see. We'll see what goes. Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell now has 10 carries for 53 yards and a touchdown, averaging 5 yards a play. Here we go, guys. Aaron Rodgers hikes the ball, gives it back to Gainwell, who found a gap. Found a gap and jumped right through and brings the ball all the way to the Minnesota 4-yard line. First down, Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and goal on the Minnesota 4-yard line. 1st and goal. Minnesota trying to make this a big old 20-point lead. Not a 20-point lead, but they're trying to get that 20 marker on the board. Here we go, guys. 1st and goal on the Minnesota 4-yard line. Aaron Rodgers under center. Looks like they're going to run the ball again. We got motion from Washington. He hands it off to Gainwell, who finds another gap, and it's a touchdown! Kenneth Gainwell dives in over the defense and finds the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers! Oh, man, that's not good. That's not what Minnesota wanted by any way, shape, or form. Steelers, that makes it 20-6, Pittsburgh Steelers. We got 2 minutes and 23 seconds left of this 3rd quarter, and we're going to see if they can get this extra point to make it a 21-6 game.
Kenneth Gainwell looks good, man.
Kenneth Gainwell looks great, man. And they do make that extra point to make it 21. 21-6, Pittsburgh Steelers as we go into this commercial break. Man, oh man, guys.
I feel like he's another undersized running back who's actually done really well here.
Man, he lowers Kenneth Gainwell when he's trucking through these guys. He's lowering his shoulders. He's speedy too.
And the Philadelphia Eagles obviously didn't need him with Saquon Barkley, you know.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, who'd they get for him? That's a real question.
I think he was a free agent.
Oh.
I think they picked up Kenneth. I think they cut him. I think they cut Kenneth Gainwell.
All right, guys, what's up? Troy Morgan saying it's over now. That's it. Maroon Commando, black and yellow, black and yellow.
It's still a 2-possession game.
Sasquatch, Steelers D looks good today. Sack City incoming, says Cyber One. Danny Williams says now it's really going to be funny when the Steelers lose. Well, right now that doesn't look like it's going to happen, though I would love for it to happen. Ocean Blue says first upset of the day with the Steelers winning. Glads Gaming, it's the end of the season where we start slipping. We will manage to be a wild card and not win one playoff game. Mario still thinks it's anyone's game, and I agree. I stand strong with Minnesota being a fourth quarter team because they've shown it. And they've won games in the fourth quarter plenty of times.
Not just that, but look at how many passing yards that Steelers defense has given up. I mean, if you go to that head-to-head defensive comparison, when they start to air it out, it's definitely going to...
In case you're wondering, guys, we do have these stat sheets for comparisons. Pittsburgh defense, we already talked about it. It doesn't show today. They've showed up. They have, I mean, right here, obviously, the sacks, they are 10th in the league, and after today, that's going to go up. I'm going to have to change that. They're probably like 3rd now just based off what happened. I think they're already at 5 sacks, maybe even 6. I got to double-check that. Turnovers forced 2 today, I think. Yards allowed, you guys see it, 386, but that's not happening today. That ain't happening today. They're giving up 246 average in the air, and right now they're only at 168, 100 less than what they usually do. So we're going to see what happens, man. Justin Jefferson and Addison, they're going to need to carry this team now because we're going to have to air the ball out lots on the Vikings because we do not have time to spare. 2-possession game. They do need a 2-point conversion to make that true, though. So we will see what happens after this commercial break. Minnesota about to receive the ball from the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here we go, guys. Vikings receive the ball, bring it back to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 40. Holy cow! Beautiful return from the Vikings. However, there is a flag down. So we're going to see what that gets called as a right now. That was a 54-yard. And that is going to be a holding call on the Minnesota Vikings. So they are going to bring that back. I'm going to see where they place them in just a moment. Unfortunate because that was a beautiful return. That was beautiful. Oh, and it happened right at the beginning.
I mean, that's
holding without a doubt. Number 37 held on to him like he was about to get married. Oh, rough. I think they know each other too well. So Minnesota's going to start this on their own 28-yard line instead of the Pittsburgh 18-yard line instead of the Pittsburgh 37. We got Carson Wentz under center, single back, fakes the handoff, airs it out. This is a deep ball to Justin Jefferson. Ooh, and it's going to go over his head. Could not get hands on it. Good defense from the Steelers. And that'll go down as an incomplete pass on the first play of this Minnesota drive. 2nd and 10. Yeah, bro. Honestly, I thought that was pass interference as well. But the refs didn't throw anything because, I mean, he more or less blocked his entire path. Darius Slay even looked around after the play. He's like, we good? I'm not in trouble, right? All right, guys. Carson Wentz under center. Single back, and they hand it off to Mason. And once again, Matt at the line of scrimmage. This won't go down as a yard loss. Actually, they're going to give him 1 yard gain. Didn't look like it to me. But what are you going to do? 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 for the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, they rode back to that Justin Jefferson incomplete pass where the Addison was wide open. Oh, Joey Porter Jr. No, that was Ramsey. That was Ramsey.
That was Jalen Ramsey there, too. My bad.
They're showing Jalen Ramsey on the he's hobbling every now and then. He's currently sidelined. Jalen Ramsey not on the field right now. Carson Wentz, shotgun formation, single back, looking left, sacked again! Oh, the Vikings are falling apart, man. Sack City, sack. Which one? Who got this one? I think that was Hayward this time. I think Cameron Hayward got his first sack of the game. I got to bring up these defensive stats in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sacks. Oh, my goodness. 6 sacks from the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Vikings going to have to punt the ball from inside their own end zone. Only going to be able to reach the 40-yard line on the opposite side of the field. Steelers trying to make space in the back, getting about a 10, 15-yard gain before being brought down. They're going to mark it as a 13-yard punt return from Calvin Austin. Pittsburgh Steelers are going to start this drive on the Minnesota 45-yard line. No Lozano saying 6 sacks. Wentz going to need an ice bath. Yeah, he's gonna need a ice bath, a heating pad. He's gonna need it all, especially since he's gonna go back up against another tough defense next week with the Cleveland Browns in London. How we doing, guys? We doing all right? We holding on? I know it's early. It's 10:45 a.m. here in San Antonio, Texas, and we got lots and lots of football today. We're starting here. We started at 8 a.m. and we plan on going till 11 p.m. most likely. Just a relaxing 14-hour day of football here at the Football Nation studio. Body saying Sac City. All right, Sparky, still any Steelers game? Oh yeah. We are in a commercial break, y'all. We have 35 seconds remaining of the third quarter before we move into the last quarter of this game. Vikings no longer with the ball after that punt. Steelers going to be taking possession or starting their drive already on the opposite side of the field. Minnesota 45-yard line. 26 subscribers to 43.6, y'all. We could do that. We could do that. How many likes we got, guys? Where's the squad? This is my second game call-in. I think I'm doing a good job. I mean, you guys might not think so. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I think it's a 26 subscribers.
I think it's well worth it, man. If we've had your attention for 10, 15
Yeah, guys, have you been here for a bit? Have you been enjoying the play calls? Because I've been enjoying calling them. And if you have, and you want to come back for the next 3 games of the day, hit subscribe. You don't even got to pay attention. You'll get notified. It's free. Why not? And and while you're there, maybe even drop a like, because we're trying to get some statistics up. We love this channel, and we hope you all do too. We want to keep building. Bigger, be better. Unfortunately, that's like the Steelers' defense today. Thanks, guys. T-Fishish, Bodie, T-Mac, I see y'all. Cha Heyman, thank you for subscribing. Zach Cohn saying, like it up. Like it up. Ocean Blue Vikings offense looked terrible today, but they played good last week. They're also playing a much worse defense. All right, guys, we're back on the field. Aaron Rodgers under center. Single back. Tosses it back. And he's going to break through. It's going to be about an 8-yard gain from Anderson. No, that's Caleb Johnson again. Caleb Johnson with a 9-yard gain. Punches right through the middle of the field. Breaks a tackle and gets knocked down 1 yard prior to the first down line. Going to bring up a 2nd and 1 for the Minnesota 37-yard line. 17 yards away from the red zone once again for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got their eyes on the prize, and the prize is that touchdown area. Red Zone City. Thank you all for liking, subbing, and joining. You guys are some real ones, and we appreciate your time, and we're trying to make it worthwhile, you know? This is fun stuff. Who doesn't love football? Who doesn't love football, man? 2nd and 1. We are in a commercial break right now. We are in a commercial break. What up, guys? What up, J-Rock? I see you, man. What up, Edward Barber? Ico, Sasquatch, Dio, Daryl Fung, Sparky, Cha Heyman, GTC Reels. What up, y'all? Nico Wilson, Robert, as always, my guy. I see y'all. I'm happy you're here spending time with us. I lost my nerves from the last one. I feel a lot better today than I did on the last game. Dolphin13 said, could be worse. You could be a Dolphins fan like me. Hey, man, did you guys see the interview with Tua after that first game? The interviewer, he asked Tua the funniest question. He was like, why, when you start having turnovers, you do them in bunches? He asked Tua straight to his face. He was like, do you always make turnovers in bunches? And Tua was baffled. He was like, bro, that's crazy. I can't believe you just asked me that. But you guys are here for the stats today. I'm sorry. I just thought that was so funny. Carson Wentz, stats today, 19 for 27, 168 yards. He has thrown 2 interceptions and 0 touchdowns. So if you got Carson Wentz in fantasy today, it's not ideal, guys. I am sorry for that. Aaron Rodgers, on the other hand, 14 for 16, 174 yards, 1 touchdown. 1 touchdown. Charles E., my volume's a little loud. I think you're used to Mario. Mario is naturally about 10 volume levels higher than me, just as a human being. I have a much more neutral, lower voice, but I will try to be louder. I will do my best. I will project a little more. John Landrigan saying Vikings are lucky Bears are in our division, or they would be the last place team. Ouch. Yikes. Yeah, the Bears aren't looking great either. And Rodgers ran the ball, Cyber One. You're right, dude. Aaron Rodgers has now run the ball twice. He has 2 rushes for 9 yards right now. I don't think anyone expected Aaron Rodgers. He doubled his he had 3 rushing yards on the season thus far coming into the day, and he had 9 today. He tripled it.
Top you off?
I'm okay right now. I'm okay. Thank you, though. Thank you. Mario coming in hot with the coffee. Coffee and donuts, guys. It feels like it's not the morning because I've been up here calling it for already 2 hours, but it's before 11 a.m., guys. Steelers back on the field. Aaron Rodgers under center. Single back, and he makes a quick little pass to DK Metcalf on the right side, who's going to get that first down. First down, Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go, guys. Pittsburgh Steelers, 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 33. 1st and 10. We are 4th quarter, guys. It's the 4th quarter. We are in the final quarter of this game. Pittsburgh Steelers approaching the red zone. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun formation with a single back. Caleb Johnson to his side. 3 receivers left. Takes the hike, the bad hike, but he still grabs it. Makes a little pass to the left side. He's going to grab what looks to be Calvin Austin III for a 8-yard gain. However, Calvin Austin is down. He looks like he may have been hurt right there. He's kneeling. Teammates surrounding him now. Hopefully he's okay. He doesn't look like he's wincing in pain, but he's not able to stand up right away. This might end up leading to an injury timeout, guys.
Mike Tomlin with that mean mug, that permanent scowl on his face.
Mike Tomlin's an angry guy. I mean, he's been teaching these mean old guys in the Pittsburgh for how long, you know? 2nd and 2 now for the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Minnesota Vikings 25-yard line. We are about 1 minute into this final quarter of the game. We have the teams arguing, it looks like. Oh, we are waiting for this injury timeout, it looks like. Anyways, while we are doing that, how we doing, everybody? Do you guys think the Vikings are going to pull a comeback?
No.
Do you think the Vikings, because if the Steelers right here get at least a field goal, it will make it a 3-possession game, no matter what. If Steelers get points right now, it is a 3-possession game. However, Steelers have a way, I believe, to make it a 4-possession game if they get a touchdown with a 2-point conversion. If they get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, I believe that does turn it into a 4-possession game. Am I right? No, that's wrong. They would just need multiple 2 points.
I asked the chat if the Vikings are cooked, yes or no.
Are the Vikings cooked? I plead the 5th.
Oh. It's okay, bro. I'm a Cowboys fan. Get used to it. For the playoffs, bro.
It's all right, man. It's all right. 2nd and 2's fine. We're not losing, you know. 2 and 2. That's a fine start to the season if it happens. It's not over till it's over. 4th quarter team. It's a 4th quarter team, guys. You just watch till they get the ball.
Clinging on to that one.
JJ's gonna get aired out for a 75-yard touchdown first play.
Yeah.
That's not me calling it. That's me being very hopeful.
JJ, who's even out there?
Justin Jefferson. He was JJ till.
Fair.
Justin Jefferson was JJ till they actually recruited a JJ. Now it's just confusing. Jay Jettas, my bad. I like calling him JJ. It's easier. Dio saying Vikes should have kept Darnold, and right now it feels like you are not wrong, good friend. T-Mac, rabbit out at hat. Rabbit out at hat. I don't know what that means. Yeah, it seems like it. That's what they need to do. Ronnie Lucente. Vikings need to think about Russell Wilson or Kirk Cousins. I'm okay without Kirk Cousins. I know he did decent, but I don't like Kirk Cousins. Oh, man. Vikings never should have gave up Darnold. I see it, y'all. I see it. We are struggling at the QB line right now. J.J. McCarthy looked young out there, and Carson Wentz looks like he sat during his Super Bowl win. But let's see what happens, y'all. We're getting back to the action in just a second. Pittsburgh Steelers got a 2nd and 2 on the Minnesota 25-yard line. Yeah, as of right now, Kirk Cousins would be an upgrade. I never thought I would say that. All right, guys, we got 14 minutes left of the last quarter in this game. Steelers trying to make it way out of reach for the Vikings by putting some more points up on the board right here. 2nd and 2. Yeah, it looks like Calvin Austin is going to be walked back into the tunnel. Rodgers, shotgun formation, single back, Caleb Johnson to his left. We got 3 right, and he hands it off to Johnson. Johnson goes straight at the middle, and he gets the first down and more. That'll be going down as a Pittsburgh first down. 6 yards for Caleb Johnson right there. 6 yards for Caleb Johnson. That brings Caleb Johnson to what? 18 yards on 4 rushes now. Gainwell 57 on 11. They are beating their average, guys. Pittsburgh Steelers broke that 63 marker. They're at about 80 rushing yards. Here we go. 1st and 10, Rodgers under center. Single back formation. Hands it off to Caleb Johnson, who gets met at about the line of scrimmage. They might mark this down as a 1-yard gain. JS trade alert. Dolphins and Vikings. Might just trade punters, because why not? Everyone's getting punting practice. Punting practice. That's what it feels like today. Minnesota yet to reach the end zone. 3rd and 6 right now for the Steelers. They are in the red zone on the Minnesota 18-yard line. Here we go. Rodgers in the shotgun, hikes it, hands it off to Johnson once again, and he's going to bring it up to about the 14, 15-yard line. That right there? No, it's 2nd and 9 now. It is 2nd and 9. Pittsburgh Steelers on the Minnesota 15. Are they on the 15? No, they're on the 19. Here we go. 3rd and 6, guys. Minnesota 15-yard line. Here we go. Rodgers in the shotgun formation. We got a single back. Kenneth Gainwell back on the field, and Rodgers is going to call a timeout before that hike is snapped. He turned around and just walked off. That was that was one of the funniest things I've seen. Rodgers, he just like, no, I don't like this play. He saw the defense coming in at him, and he just walked away, called timeout with a big old smirk on his face. They hiked the ball and everything to nobody. That was good. That was a classic little Aaron Rodgers smirk right there. All right, guys. After this timeout, Pittsburgh Steelers will continue their drive. It's 3rd and 6, and they're in the Minnesota red zone, trying to put some more points on the board and make this game way too out of reach for the Vikings. Correct. Any points. Any points right here makes this game a 3-possession game. And that could be the dagger. Unfortunately so. Minnesota does have 3 timeouts. There's more than 10 minutes on the clock. If defense plays correctly, it could still happen. However, let's see what the Steelers do. Shotgun formation. Kenneth Gainwell left. Aaron Rodgers looks left and tries to hit the left side receiver, but is unable to connect with him. And that's going to go down as an incomplete pass, bringing up a 4th and 6 at the Minnesota 15. And I imagine they kick this field goal. But, hey, we've already seen a block. We've already seen a block today. I can't imagine Freiermuth is controlling the left side again because he aired quite bad. Yeah, they replaced him. Wow, that was almost a block, but he was able to get it off. And that 33-yard field goal attempt is going to be successful from the Pittsburgh Steelers. 24-6 is the score. Vikings are almost out of reach now as we go into a commercial break. Less than 12 minutes left of the game. Oh, man, guys. Oh, man, oh, man. What's up, what's up? How we doing? Is it over for the Vikings, y'all? Is it over? Cyber1 says, let's go Steelers. Paulina, Aaron Rodgers doing good today. Huh? All right.
Since there's only 10 minutes left to go.
Yes, sir.
Home and away. Go to the home or away. There you go. Should be the last one.
Oh, I was going to the...
Yeah, you're good, you're good.
Here we go, guys. All right, I did already go through the Vikings schedule, so we can hit this Pittsburgh Steelers schedule real quick. After today, they are going to have a bye after going internationally to Ireland today. And then right after the Vikings face the Browns next week in London, the Steelers will face the Browns at home in Week 6. Following the Steelers game against the Browns, they're going to be facing the Bengals, which I do not believe Joe Burrow will be back yet. And that doesn't bode well. If the Vikings smacked them as bad as they did, that's going to be a rough game. It's going to be a rough game. It might be a fun game for Steelers fans, but a rough game for Bengals fans. We'll see, though. And then they got a big, hard matchup against the Packers. Defensive threats on both sides of the field. I guess after today, the Steelers weren't performing defensively until today, but now they are big time. They are showing the Vikings who's boss and that they still are the Steel Curtain. After... in Week 9, they are going to face the Colts as well, which should be a phenomenal game. The Colts are doing stellar this year. Daniel Jones, a hot shot this year. Jonathan Taylor, right back again as if he was fresh as could be. Injuries no longer a thing. Incredible. Huh?
Week 8, we're covering that game.
We are covering the...
Primetime slot.
Nice. Oh, the Week 8 Steelers-Packers game? Yeah, this game right here, guys, we do cover all primetime slots. So this Packers-Steelers game, we will be covering that game, and that's going to be a defensive. I'm hoping for Sack City, that game. I want to see defensive ratings go flying through the roof. All right, guys, we are returning from a commercial break. We have 11 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of this game. Vikings back to return the kickoff. They catch it. They bring it back to the 25 to the 30 before being taken down. Minnesota Vikings are going to start this drive at exactly the 30-yard line. Here we go. Here we go. T-Mac saying the Vikings partied too much before the game. I mean, it's possible, man. Maybe they hit the Jameson distillery or somewhere where there's tons of Guinness. Who knows? But here we go. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. They hike the ball. He's looking left. He connects with Jordan Addison for about an 8-yard gain. No, they're going to mark it as 6 yards. It looked like a little more. 6-yard gain for Addison. He could have got a little more in open space, but he ran out of bounds. 2nd and 4 for the Minnesota Vikings at the Minnesota 36-yard line. 2nd and 4. 10 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Carson Wentz under center. Single back. One left. He hikes the ball. He hands it off to Mason. Mason looking for a gap, and he finds a little one and is able to get that first down. First down, Minnesota Vikings. They needed that. Moving the chains. 1st and 10. 10 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Yeah, man, I know. Third down conversion rates are not stellar. Carson Wentz takes the height in shotgun formation, and he finds T.J. Hawkinson for the first time this game for about a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 for the Minnesota Vikings. They're on their own 46-yard line, and they're moving up the field. country Vikings got 2 field goals. Not a single time have they reached that end zone. They could see it, but they cannot taste it. Wow. I did not realize Justin Jefferson, 97 yards first half. Second half, 0. Not a single reception from Justin Jefferson since the beginning of the second half. We are at a 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4 to go. 10 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. Giggity. Mario loves it. If I had $1 for every Family Guy quote Mario has said in the time I've known him, I wouldn't be here, guys. All righty, guys. Shotgun formation. Carson Wentz. Empty backfield. We got wide receivers everywhere. They got to air this ball out and tie up this game if they can. And they find Justin Jefferson after his quiet beginning of this half. He finally gets his first reception of the second half. 18-yard gain for the Minnesota Vikings, and that is another first down. Moving the chains, guys. 9 minutes and 25 seconds left. 1st and 10. Minnesota Vikings. The chain gang, yeah. 35-yard line, the 35 Pittsburgh, and they're driving. Carson Wentz is under center, single back motion from Naylor to the right side of the field. Ooh, and Carson Wentz almost got sacked again, but he was able to get rid of the ball. Surprised they didn't call intentional grounding right there. Yeah, I think Jordan Mason was near the line of scrimmage, but Carson Wentz most certainly looked like he threw that ball directly into the dirt. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings. Yes, the intended receiver is marked down as Xavier Scott, the second string running back. Now that Aaron Jones is no longer able to play. Here we go, guys. Carson Wentz, shotgun formation. Mason to the right, blocking. And he finds Hawkinson yet again for another 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 yards. 12-yard gain from T.J. Hawkinson. He got hit as soon as he caught the ball, but he dragged that defender about 7 yards. He was not getting stopped. T.J. Hawkinson with another reception. That'll be another Minnesota first down. Just outside of the red zone. Minnesota Vikings on the Pittsburgh Steelers 23. Carson Wentz looking around, finds Hawkinson yet again in the middle. And that is another reception for T.J. Hawkinson, this time for 6 yards, it looks like. 6 yards, 2nd and 4 for T.J. Hawkinson, and we are in the red zone. 2nd and 4, Minnesota Vikings trying to get it in the end zone for the first time today, yet again. What are they going to do? Carson Wentz, under center, single back. Fakes the handoff, scrambling, sends it to the left side, and the pass is terrible. Intended receiver is Oliver, and it didn't even reach him. Hits the ground right by his feet before. Yikes indeed. Yikes indeed. 3rd and 4, guys. 3rd and 4 for the Minnesota Vikings. They need to find the end zone. To come all the way to Ireland to not even make it to the end zone is rough. They need this. Let's see what they're scheming, guys, because whatever schemes they've had recently is not working. Carson Wentz, shotgun formation. What up, John? Thank you for coming a member. Carson Wentz, shotgun, takes the hike, looking right, passes it. Touchdown! Did he get his feet in? Xavier Scott? Did he get the toe tap? I'm waiting on the call. It looked like he did. Touchdown, Xavier Scott. Here we go. Let's go, Vikings. Finally get their first touchdown of the game to bring them to 12. Make it a 12-point game before the extra point attempt. I think, do they go? They go for 2 here. Do they? Does that matter anymore?
It does. It does.
No, they go 1. They go over 1 twice, and then it's a field goal. It's a 3-possession game regardless. 2 touchdowns and a field goal gives them a 1 point. gives them a 1-point lead. Right? No, you're right. They need 1 2-pointer. They do, if they want a field goal. 1 2-point conversion. So they might as well go for it here to find out if they need 2 more touchdowns or 1 touchdown and 1 field goal. Here we go, guys. They're going for the 2-point conversion. We have an empty backfield. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. Oh, motion from Mason brings it back to the right side. He's now in a single back formation. Hikes the ball, looks left, and he finds someone. Jalen Naylor makes the catch. 2-point conversion is good. Make it 8 points for the Minnesota Vikings on that possession. 14-24. We got a 10-point game with 7 minutes and 50 seconds left. It is not over yet, says the Minnesota Vikings. 1 touchdown and 1 field goal brings us to overtime in Ireland, and that would be incredible for this game. That would be incredible for this game. In case you guys are wondering, the next game starts at noon, correct? Next game starts at noon, so in 50 minutes, right where I'm standing, Mario will be standing, calling the Eagles and Buccaneers game. And that's going to be one heck of a game. I'm excited for that game as well. Where's the scoreboard? All right, guys, we are on a commercial break. How we doing? Is Minnesota cooked still? Do they have a chance, y'all? Do you guys think Minnesota can actually get the 10 points? 2-possession game, says Ramsey. They need a score that makes 21. That'll be a 3-point possession. Defense needs to hold up. Yeah, we need to change the scoreboard. Let me get that real quick. Here we go. Vikings +1. There we go. Fix the scoreboard. My bad, y'all. We were late on that. I called it, but I didn't change it. My bad. Roger throws good while using a walker, says John Williams. I mean, he ran the ball today. Time to bag some Rodgers interceptions, says Holmquist. Michael Castro, right? 2 scores needed. Kelly says, thanks, Mario, for calling my team today. Throwing up the birds. Eagles. Mario said he's got you, Kelly. Don't you worry about it. He's drawing up some schemes over there right now. It looks like he's got something to show us in just a minute. Zach Cohn, scoreboard update. I updated it for you, boss. Don't you worry about it. We are still in a commercial break, y'all. Once we get back, the Vikings will be kicking it off for the Steelers. How much money would it cost? Here we go, y'all. Vikings lining up for the kickoff. All right. Pittsburgh to receive the ball. And they bring it back to the 25, the 35, make it to the 35-yard line before being brought down by the Minnesota Vikings. And that's going to bring the Steelers 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they're going to try to snuff out the Vikings right here. I imagine they run the ball with Gainwell over and over to get those first downs and break the rest of this clock. Vikings need to get a 3-and-out really bad. They've done it twice this game. They need to do it one more time. This is the most important one of them all. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers under center. Kenneth Gainwell back. And he hands it off to Gainwell, who runs it, finds a gap, breaks off to the right side, passes the first down line, and makes it all the way to the 50, my apologies. And that's going to be a first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Gainwell with a 15-yard rush. And that is not what the Vikings need. That's exactly the opposite, actually. Exactly the opposite. He not only is killing the clock, but getting a first down in one play. Not ideal. Here we go, guys. Pittsburgh Steelers at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, trying to finish this game out. Yeah, I can't imagine they throw a single pass right now. Aaron Rodgers under center once again. Gainwell in the backfield. Ooh, fakes the handoff. Oh, and he airs it out to Gainwell. Gainwell makes the little chip pass on the right side and brings it up about 8. They're going to call it 6 yards after the catch. 6-yard gain for Kenneth Gainwell on that little swing pass on the right side. That makes Kenneth Gainwell, he now has 5 receptions for 27 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Steelers on the Minnesota 44-yard line. Country Kisses says, say no to Skull. Dang. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left of this game. 2nd and 4 for the Steelers. We got motion. They hand it off to Gainwell yet again, who runs up the middle, and he's going to just break the first down line. And they're going to move the chains, I believe, yet again. Oh, they marked him down just shy. Ooh, is this a chance? This is a 3rd down. 3rd and 1 for the Steelers on the Minnesota 41. If there's any chance, it's right now. They need to snuff out because they're going to give it right back to him. They're going to give it to Gainwell immediately again. I can't imagine they do anything else. They need to stop him. This is a big play right here, guys. This is a big – whoa. Quarterback sneak. Aaron Rodgers, did he really do the sneak? I think they got it. Oh, we got flags everywhere. We got the teams fighting on the field. DK Metcalf just slapped somebody. Oh, my goodness. Is everyone okay? Rodgers trying to calm down with his 41-year-old wisdom. Everybody take it easy. Everybody's feeling the Irish fire right now. It's either too much whiskey or it's just the vibes in the air. Alrighty, guys, we have 5.5 minutes remaining in this football game. There's a flag on the field. I'm waiting for the call. I imagine it's just going to be unnecessary roughness on both sides of the field, but I'm not 100%. That was a direct snap. That was a direct snap. Direct snap to Gainwell is what happened. They didn't show at the beginning of the play, which I was upset about. Yeah, that was weird. That's why I was confused. It was just, I guess that it was a QB sneak, but it turns out it was a direct snap. It was a direct snap to Hayward, who ran it up the middle for 2 yards. I said what I said. Direct snap to Hayward, who ran it up the middle for 2 yards, and then there was a penalty on the Minnesota for unnecessary. That's why I told you. He grabbed his face mask and then immediately slapped him. DK Metcalf does not play no games. That's a big man. That's a big man. All right, guys. Aggression is very apparent on the field. Nobody is happy. The Vikings are very upset that they're losing in Dublin, Ireland. Here we go. 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Aaron Rodgers under center. Gainwell in the backfield yet again. And they hand it off. Running it up the middle. He breaks a tackle. He breaks another tackle. And he makes it all the way to the 7-yard line after a 15-yard gain. Gainwell is unstoppable right now. Vikings can't do it, man. They can't put up the guns and make the stop when they really need to. Oh, man, oh, man. That's a 1st and goal now for the Pittsburgh Steelers on the Minnesota 9-yard line. Clock is ticking down. We are approaching the 4-minute marker, y'all. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. 1st and goal on the 9-yard line. Steelers in the I formation. Hands it off yet again to Gainwell, who's trying to find a gap on the left side but gets snuffed out before the line of scrimmage. This is going to go down as a 1-yard, a 2-yard loss. 2nd and goal now for the Pittsburgh Steelers on the Minnesota 11-yard line. the rag. The yellow towels, you bum. Mario's in the corner spinning a towel, rubbing it in my face. Vikings call their first timeout. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
420, you know what that
420, guys. Mario says.
They know what that means. You know what
We know what it means. Nobody knows what it means. But it gets the people going, y'all. It gets them going. Robert Chandler say Steeler Nation domination. Simon Jordan, Vikings destroyed. Danny Williams, no, but there's Cam Hayward on defense. There's also a Hayward on the Pittsburgh offense. When I was making the stat sheets, I saw it. They have the Steelers fullback. His name is Connor Hayward, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are gonna hike the ball. They're actually gonna look to pass it. They're trying to hit the left corner, and it's gonna be an incomplete pass from Aaron Rodgers. 3rd and goal on the Minnesota 11. Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers have 2 Haywards on their team. Defensively, Cameron. Offensively, Connor. Connor Hayward is the fullback for the Steelers, in case you guys weren't unaware. All right, guys, 3rd and goal from the 11-yard line. Pittsburgh Steelers trying to make this game just out of reach by also wasting the clock. And he finds Gainwell yet again. Aaron Rodgers with a little chip pass up the middle. And it's going to bring down to a 4th and goal on the Minnesota 3-yard line after that 8-yard gain. Aaron Rodgers still on the field. 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. Do they go for it? I would kick a field goal. They should kick a field goal.
It's a 2-possession game either way.
No, it's a touchdown and a field goal, or it's 2 touchdowns. And Minnesota has already proven they've been unable to reach the end zone reliably today, but they have made every kick. Steelers are unsure. There's confusion. We got the offense coming off the field and going back on the field. Yeah, this would be an exactly 20-yard field goal from the Pittsburgh Steelers if they decide to do so, and I think that is what they're going to do. Play clock at 18 seconds, and time is running down. Rodgers is out there, guys. Rodgers is out there, and they're going to try it. 4th and goal. 5 seconds on the play clock. Rodgers under center. Gainwell behind. And they hand it off to Gainwell, who finds a little gap. And ooh, they're pushing. Oh, my goodness. I think he's going to get stopped on the 1-yard line. Pittsburgh Steelers get stopped on the 1-yard line, which is going to give the ball back to Minnesota for the first of 2 possessions that they need to tie the game up. They're going to be starting this drive on their own 1, on the 1-yard line. To get their first touchdown of 2, they need 99 yards. I don't know, man. I like the field goal call. 2 touchdowns is way harder than a touchdown and a field goal, especially when you only have 1 timeout left. All right, guys. Minnesota Vikings with the ball. 1st and 10 on their own 1. 1 timeout remaining. Wentz under center with a single back behind him, and then he hands it off. Runs right up the middle. Jordan Mason powering through up to the 7-yard line before getting stopped. 2nd and 4 for the Minnesota Vikings at their own 7. And they're going to have to go with the hurry-up offense. Carson Wentz making the calls, and they're right back at it. Shotgun formation. Here we go. We got 3 wide receivers left. And he hikes it. Looking right. We got blitz from the Steelers. Then he finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Justin Jefferson with the reception. 11-yard gain. 11-yard gain for the Minnesota Vikings. Brings up a 1st down. 1st down. 1st and 10 on their own 18-yard line. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Big plays. It's 1st and 10. Oh, we got a Steelers player down. Is that Brandon Eccles? Brandon Eccles hurt, laying on the field. This is going to go to an injury timeout. That's not great for the Steelers. That That is Joey Porter Jr.'s replacement. With Brandon Eccles getting injured, we have to either get someone from a separate spot, maybe their left cornerback back up. Oh, no, he's injured too. Let's see. For their cornerbacks, they only got one more now. James Pierre. Never heard of him. James Pierre is going to be subbing in as the only option now for the Pittsburgh cornerbacks. Pittsburgh littered with injuries on their cornerback list.
I told you at the start that the secondary for the Pittsburgh Steelers can be non-existent. If they can get to Carson Wentz.
All right, guys. 1st and 10. Minnesota at their own 18-yard line. We are still currently within an injury timeout. Let's see. How we doing, everybody? We only got 3.5 minutes left. I'm losing a little hope. But it's all right. Can't lose all hope. Just a little. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. Looks like they're blitzing. Steelers bringing 4. Carson Wentz airs it out to the right side. Addison with a big catch deep. 30, the 20, the 10. Oh, and he gets stopped at the 1. They catch his ankle, and he gets tackled at the 1-yard line. Hi, Sammy. Little Sam Wells here, guy, checking in. All right, guys, we are 1st and goal at the Pittsburgh Steelers 1-yard line. Vikings trying to punch it in. They should have got that touchdown. Addison almost tripped on that catch while he was backpedaling. Vikings hand it off to Jordan Mason, who gets stuffed again before the line of scrimmage. Oh, man, oh, man. Vikings having issues reaching that end zone today. 2nd and goal on the Pittsburgh 2-yard line. Here we go, guys. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Not much time. 1 timeout from Minnesota left. They have the 2-minute warning and the 1 timeout, and they're going to have to use it. All right. Carson Wentz takes the snap, passes it left. Jalen Naylor tips it into the air but doesn't follow it up, even though it was just suspended for a second right next to him. He looked like he slowed down, huh? Addison, they were showing the replay on that big pass to him, and it looks like right as he was approaching the end zone, he decided to slow down as if a victory formation was in order, and that is not okay. You got to earn it and push through to the end, right? That was crazy. Addison, 4 receptions for 114 yards. Carson Wentz, shotgun formation, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, back over to Naylor, and once again, an incomplete pass. 4th and goal. This could be it, everyone. Steelers make a stop right here, and it's game. Without a doubt. I mean, it's almost already game, but yeah, the Vikings got a score right here, 3 and out. That's the only way. It has to be 3 and out. All right, here we go. 2-yard line, 4th and goal, 2 minutes, 13 seconds. Play clock at 4. Shotgun formation, single. 1 back next to him. Fakes the handoff to Mason. Scrambling right. Hits Naylor. Touchdown! Jalen Naylor. Minnesota Vikings bring the score back up to 20. Yes, that was a 99-yard drive, guys. They started that after the Pittsburgh Steelers tried to punch it in on their 4th and goal on the 3-yard line on their last possession, and they brought it all the way back. Where was this offense for the first 40, 50 minutes of this game? Where were they? All right, guys, here comes the extra point attempt, and Reichard sinks it in. 24-21, 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Bro, see? They should have kicked the field goal. They should have kicked the field goal. The Steelers should have kicked it. I stick with that statement. Because now Vikings, they need a 3 and out, and all they got to get to is about the 40-yard line.
Not only do they need a 3 and out,
3 and out. There can't be anything else.
I don't think they'll have enough time anyway.
No, with one timeout. It's one timeout in the 2-minute warning.
Yeah?
It's
So do you kick the onside kick here, or do you kick off?
You kick off. I think you kick off.
Regardless of what happens.
I think they kick off here. All right, guys. 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in this game. Vikings about to kick the ball to the Steelers. We'll find out in just a moment if they attempt the onside or go for a full kickoff. And believe in their defense. Sub-Zero Cold saying another quick 3 and out. We need it. The Vikings need it. Everyone's lining up a little strangely. You think so? Yeah. Mario's calling an onside kick. I think they're going to do a normal kickoff and believe in their defense. However, the way Gainwell's been playing, it's going to be just one play and it's done. But I hope not.
Their last successful onside kick was in 2016 against the Packers.
Nice. Dang, against Rodgers? Last time the Vikings got an onside kick was in 2016 against the Packers. And they're going to try to do it again here, guys. And the onside kick is a go in to no avail. Easily fielded by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not a good onside kick whatsoever. Not good. Not good. Oh, they called the timeout? They iced the kickoff. The Steelers iced the kickoff. Scratch what I said, guys. I did not see that coming by any way, shape, or form. They iced the kickoff. I guess they didn't like it. They should have just let it go because the Steelers got it no problem. Here we go, guys. 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. 24-21, Pittsburgh currently leads. Who will take the first ever win in Ireland? Will it be the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Minnesota Vikings? The Steelers did goof there, Spike D. I agree with you. If the Vikings recover this onside kick, I might go for a lap around the house. Here we go, guys. Let's get this onside kick, Vikings. Right guard kicks it off. And it bounces in. The same person obtains the kick. Wilson, twice in a row on the iced kickoff and the real onside kickoff, obtains it. Steelers are going to maintain possession, and they will begin their drive at the Minnesota 49-yard line. 1st and 10. It isn't over, but it doesn't look good. I think they can give a first down on the first play. If this first play is a first down, that would be okay. However, if they do not, they need a 3 and out. We have the 2-minute warning and 1 timeout. Handoff to Gainwell by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he's going to get it 4 yards right off the bat. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Pittsburgh Steelers on the Minnesota 45-yard line, and that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. What's up, guys? You think it's going to happen? Kelly saying interception. Now, please. Cyber 1, Gainwell, big run to go over 100 yards. I got Gainwell at 94 yards currently on 17. Zach Cohn saying beat that like button. Twins, 2 minutes remaining. Sparky, eat the clock. Gmail CG saying go Steelers. Michael Price says no way the Steelers take this win. I mean, that's a hot take. That is a hot take, friend. Jello, Steelers gonna fumble. Danny Williams saying the over hit. Well, that's good for many people, and maybe not good for many others. Yeah, I have the over-under at 40.5 for today's game for the Minnesota Vikings and Pittsburgh Steelers. And so it most certainly went over by just a few. As of right now, I probably agree with you, Ramsey and Michael Castro. The Steelers look like they are going to take the win. However, I don't give up hope. I said it once, I said it twice, I might have even said it 5 times today. The Vikings are a fourth quarter team. And I mean, the score speaks for itself. They were losing by quite a bit until this fourth quarter. All right. Here we go. We are currently in a commercial break due to the 2-minute warning. We'll be back in just a moment. Oh, I stole your mouse. Sorry. Mario prepping for the game that begins in 30 minutes. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for more football? Because it's going to happen, guys. In 27 minutes, the Eagles and the Buccaneers will kick off, and the second time slot of the day will begin. Second of 4, may I add. We got 3 more games here on Football Nation. Back to back to back. Ba, ba, ba. Here we go, guys. Second and 6. Steelers at the 45-yard line. Rodgers under center. Gainwell in the back. I imagine they run it yet again. If they get this first down, it's not over. It's close. I don't have time to do math. Gainwell run to the left side. Breaks 1, breaks 2. Almost breaks a third before getting taken down 1 yard shy of the first down yard line. 3rd and 1. Minnesota's going to wind out their last timeout right now. And that'll bring the clock stoppage at 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining. So, yes, a first down here ends the game. First down here ends the game. Big stop here can force a punt. This is it, y'all. Right here. 3rd and 1 on the Minnesota 40-yard line. Do you guys think the Vikings can stop them? Here we go. Here we go. I can't imagine the Steelers do anything other than give Gainwell the ball, but no, this could go be anything now. They need this first down more than the clock to run. Rodgers under center. Gainwell behind. Wide receiver on each side. Ooh, I think the Steelers are going to call timeout here. This is a big play, y'all. This is it. Here we go, guys. We're waiting on a timeout from the Pittsburgh Steelers right now before they line back up on the field and attempt this again. 1 first down will end it as long as they don't go out of bounds, which I don't see why they would. The first down will run the clock to 1:20, and then 3 kneels will end it. If anything, the Vikings would have a second. If. All right, guys. Aaron Rodgers under center. Gainwell in the backfield. Here we go. And the handoff. Ooh! Oh, my God. I think they stopped him. Oh, crap. Gainwell might have got stuffed. It's 4th and 1. It is 4th and 1. They make the stop. Oh, are the Steelers going to go for it? Honestly, this could even be 4th and inches. He was close. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining. 4th and 1. Pittsburgh Steelers had the option. Do they go for it or no, you guys? Do they go for it or nah? I think they're going to go for it. They're already on the Minnesota side of the field. Yeah, they're going to go for it. Aaron Rodgers under center. Gainwell behind. 0 on the play clock. And they take the penalty. Delay of game on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Delay of game on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that will put them on the 45, which would put them just out of field goal range. They should have kicked. Why didn't they kick the field goal? would have been a 57. Well, now it's a 62. It would have been a 57. They should have cooked the field goal right there. They should have. 4th and 6. Wait. Are they going for it? Oh, no, they're punting, yeah. Pittsburgh Steelers set up to punt the ball at the Minnesota 45-yard line. And the punt is off, and it's going to look like it's going to be a touchback. Oh, man, guys, we got a chance. Vikings have a good chance now. No timeouts. 1 minute. Can they get in field goal range to tie it up? What happens if we go OT? Yeah. All right, guys, here we go. Could overtime happen? Either we have a breakout catch, an open space, and they sprint it in for the end zone. We get the Vikings offense shut down by the Steelers, or they get in field goal range, tie it up, and go to overtime. What do you think is going to happen? Carson Wentz, shotgun formation. Looking left, sends it left, and it's picked off, and that's the game. Pierre, the replacement that came in, the third-string cornerback, his first game ever, I believe, and he just picked it off to win the game in Ireland. Yeah, that was a pickoff. I'm waiting for confirmation, but that looked like an interception from the Pittsburgh Steelers to end the game on the first play on the Minnesota offense. Carson Wentz jets it over to the left side of the field. Yeah, that's it. It's not set in stone, guys. They're waiting to confirm possession. Naylor and Pierre were arguing over the ball. From my angle, it looks like the game is over. It looks like the game is going to be over. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. Yikes. Dang. Dang. Carson Wentz ends the game on an interception. Yikes. What are you going to do, man? Jay Vaccaro said, no way, bro, hit that 3 interception bet. Steelers to the Super Bowl, says Lil Snoop. Derek Smith, crazy work. I agree. That was crazy. This guy never even planned to play today. And he got the walk-off interception. Wow. Wait, does it say 2nd and 10?
It does say 2nd and 10.
Dude, what is going on? They're not being very visual with their calls. Okay, it's not over, guys. Carson Wentz, shotgun formation, even though it was an obvious interception to end the game. Vikings still have the ball. 58 seconds left. Carson Wentz drops back, looking left. And he misses the pass. What is happening, guys? That was definitely an interception. Bro, that was an interception, man. That was crazy. Now there's another flag. Bro, what's going on? They just called a penalty on the defense on that last interception. Defensive holding 5 yards to the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, my goodness, what is happening? It is now 1st and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings. What is going on? Carson Wentz trying to drive it down. Oh, man. 54 seconds remaining. That was 2 questionable calls, y'all. Carson Wentz, shotgun, takes the snap, dodges a sack, almost tripped up, and he does not dodge the second sack, and he gets brought down. Oh, there's another flag. Oh, this is sketch. Oh, my God, offsides on the Pittsburgh Steelers. What is happening? What is happening? I mean, at least the United States refs are a little subtle. Oh, jeez. Okay, guys, the Vikings are continuing the drive. It's now 1st and 5 after the offside penalty on the Steelers on the Minnesota 30-yard line. 1st and 5, 48 seconds remain. There is quite a bit of laundry on the field, Lady Esh. Quite a bit. Shotgun formation. Carson Wentz takes a snap, looks left. He finds Xavier Scott for about an 8-yard gain. 9 yards is what they call it, and make it first and 10 at the Minnesota 39-yard line. 43 seconds remaining.
It's going to force this game into overtime, and we're going to miss the start of the next one.
Bro, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, man. The fix is in, says a million bands. 24-21, Minnesota Vikings approaching the halfway point on the field. They're on the 39. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. Takes the hike, looks right, looks left, scrambles. Oh, and he's getting pulled down and is able to just get the ball off before being brought down. What looked to be intentional grounding will not be, because I don't know. 1st and 10, no. 2nd and 10 on the Minnesota 39-yard line. Man, my nerves are up, man. After that, that should have been an interception, man.
Bro, how is that not grounding? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Good call, ref. About time.
Oh, did he call the intentional grounding? Yes, the intentional grounding was called this time.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
16 yards and forced at the Minnesota 39. 2nd and 10 on their own 21. Bro, this is crazy. 27 seconds remaining in this game. 27 seconds. Steelers trying to put the dagger. Carson Wentz in the shotgun. What's gonna happen? 2nd and 26. 2nd and 26, y'all. Carson Wentz being patient. 28 seconds remaining. Takes the hike. Looking upfield. Takes a little check down pass to TJ Hawkinson, who gains about 15 yards is what it looked like. They're going to mark it 13 yards. Minnesota trying to get a quick spike in, and they do. And they're going to stop the clock at 14 seconds, which is going to bring up 4th down and 13 to go. 4th down and 13 to go. No timeouts. They're on their own 36-yard line. I can't see a situation where they can do this, man. There's a small chance. A quick pass to Justin Jefferson or Addison on either side of the field. Cut out. They need to get to what? The 42-ish for a 59-yarder? Pittsburgh needs a big stop. They need to put their guns out and stop this. What's going on? What's going on? Delay of game? Delay of game on the Minnesota Vikings and make the even bigger gap to get. 4th and 17 now. 4th and 17. Old school says pass interference. That would be something that could happen. 4th and 18 for the Minnesota Vikings. 14 seconds remaining. 3-point game. Can the Vikings pull it out? Carson Wentz, shotgun formation. 2 receivers right. He's looking right. He sends it off right. Oh, tipped. Oh, the Steelers should have picked that one off too. Just a tip off, and that's going to – oh, and that's it. That's it. Yeah, that was 4th down. That's it. That's the end of the game. What should have been already the end of the game is now over. All righty, guys. We are going to go ahead and call that the final score. We have our next game starting in 13 minutes. We did just drop the link to that. And please, if you have or have not, like, subscribe. Thank you so much. I'm Santino, and it was a pleasure hosting this game with you. I'm out.
All right, guys. Santino's second game ever. This game is finally done. Let's go ahead and look at that, bro. We almost got to 43.7. I left you a couple kolaches over there too, bro.
Nice.
All right, let's go ahead and change a couple of things up right now, one of them being this scoreboard. Let's go ahead and make a quick change here. All right, y'all. My name is Mario. I will be your host for the remainder of the day. Let's go ahead and make a quick change here, a couple quick adjustments. Yeah, I'm about to drop this one. All right, guys. Scoreboard above my head. I'm going to end this broadcast right here, right now. I will start this next one in about 30 seconds. Be sure to click the link that is posted in the chat, guys. We'll be live in just a moment. Peace out.